Well, we can talk about it. Welcome everyone to EunityCast 19. I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
I'm Riccio.
And E3 is on. E3 is happening.
Yes.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, somebody did.
Craziness.
That last Ubisoft game that we will get to talking about, he was like snapping his netbook.
I was like and we were just yelling.
Well,
it was awesome.
I think your brother had left by that.
Yeah, right when he left too, then it was like, okay, we're showing that game.
Nice.
Yelling.
That's awesome.
So yeah, E3 happened. Riccio tweeted throughout. Well, the
A lot.
press conferences happened.
I think I didn't do the actual count, but I was at either 2,000 or 3,000 tweets or whatever it was at, like 2 or 3.
Relatively round thousand.
Yeah,
number,
with like
yes.
30 after, and now I'm at like 2,000 or 3,300 and something, or 200 and something, 250 tweets.
A few hundred tweets.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was intense.
And I
experience.
live blogged the whole thing on
Yeah.
our website. So
If you guys haven't seen it,
Come check out our website.
www.unitygaming.com/
EunityGaming.com.
I don't know the rest.
Slash.
E3-2002, then enter your.
Well, we
company name.
added that top bar
Yeah.
with the thing, so they can go to the site and just click the E3 Unity
Oh.
2012,
Yeah.
Nice.
which I came up with by accident without
Yeah.
realizing.
You
Cool.
put an E and you're like. It all made sense.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still mind blown from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Microsoft press conference first thing Monday morning
Sure.
at noon. So
Eastern.
I guess here everything was afternoon.
Yeah.
It was 9 o'clock there.
Yeah. Well, it was afternoon. It was 12:01 by the time they started. So.
Yeah. They started off with Halo 4.
Yeah. Just busted it out.
It looks good. I like it. It's gonna be one of those ones that yes.
Yeah.
It's just
There's
simple as
just
that.
no explanation for the weapons are totally different.
No.
Yeah.
He's been in
Oh, his armor's different. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but
Oh, the
like,
ship's crashing now. Oh, okay. So he doesn't have any actual way to have any of that stuff already. No. Okay.
yeah. Okay. Well, if you really want to be the purist, he did crash with an armory ship.
Yeah,
it's
on the
But it was of
Halo
weapons of
3
that
tech.
time.
Yeah, I know. Which doesn't make sense why it's
like-
changed.
Cuts
Unless-
unless the intro of that game is him with like a fucking hammer, like like making guns and like bullets. Fucking do this.
That maybe you don't
making
know.
himself new armor.
Maybe he's got a fucking hobby. Maybe his hobby was being a
Using
gunsmith.
In Crowsley.
Well, fucking Cortana then. She's got a ship or half a ship.
She made it.
I
made
bet
that
most
shit.
of that crowd, not crowd sleep, but that journey was spent in Palm Springs. It's a jerk off metaphor. It's a jerk off. It's just Cortana. Anyway, I'm actually.
Jesus Christ, that was a long shot.
I'm kind of actually somehow excited for this one, just because it's like, hey, it's Halo again, that's awesome, and different
Reboot.
enemies, a
Yeah.
lot of different enemies.
A lot of different enemies.
So-
Including the little floaty robot with helicopter blade
Yeah.
things
That
that
was
throws
fucking
grenades back
cool.
Yeah,
and puts up shields.
It blew my
Yeah.
mind when fucking throws a grenade and it's just like, nope.
yeah.
But it like swings it around a little bit so that it detonates right when it
Yeah,
gets near.
yeah. I was just like, okay, yes, I'll yeah.
One of the things that they didn't actually show during the press conference, but the multiplayer now works off of loadouts, apparently, called
Really?
Restyle.
Oh, okay.
Well, they said they are. What did 343 say? That they're poised to make Halo like the big game again that
Yeah.
everyone cares about. Like, so they
Yeah.
want to make the multiplayer something that everyone really wants to
Yeah.
go back to and
Yeah.
keep playing.
Which is cool. I'm down for it. I like how apparently you can customize some of the weapons. Or
I played a
something.
lot of
Because-
Halo
Yeah.
3 multiplayer. Like I sunk a retarded amount of hours into it, and then I didn't touch anything with ODST and Reach. It was just like, no.
ODST's competitive was amazing.
In that there was none.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for the DLC. They came with was
No.
it ODST came with the map pack for?
It came with the first way you could get the second Mythic map pack.
That's what it was.
was on its second disc, but that was just Halo 3 multiplayer. That
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
ODST.
Nope.
So
That's what was so good about it.
I didn't really play much of ODST. I couldn't get into it.
I liked it. I like the way the story was told, but
also, their firefight mode seems. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think ODST firefight was like the most it was the most well made compared to the Reach firefight. Reach firefight seemed more like, yeah, you make custom games, but it's not really well like created together, and like sometimes skulls turn on, you can customize all that stuff. But in ODST, it was kind of like, firefight, go, and this is how we've designed it, and the skulls turn on every few waves, and
I kind of
certain enemies spawn on certain maps and stuff.
In my way, I liked ODST the way the skull spawned and everything, but I didn't like how it was the same thing each time.
You wanted to switch up.
Yeah, I wanted to switch up, and then I was like, oh, okay, it's always gonna be the same
liked
thing.
it. There was a pattern to it, so.
But then whenever it's like I still played a decent amount of it. I won't say a lot though. And then when Reach came out, I played Firefighter. I was like, this is fucking sweet. But either way, I never really played Reach after the first day or two.
Yeah.
So it's
your standard MO for
what is
video games.
So it's like what did I actually enjoy more?
I don't know.
But I do like Firefight though. It does.
It is fun. I played Halo Reach Firefight.
Well, I think what they're introducing in this game, it's called Spartan Ops. I want to say,
Spartan Ops
which is like the cooperative.
Is it weekly or monthly?
I think it's either weekly or monthly, but they're releasing like an episode of a TV show, and then missions that go with that TV show episode that unlock every week, and then you just keep playing those cooperative missions.
Which is cool. Hey, that's.
I'm actually excited for it because I found Halo 3 was my peak for that. Well, actually, it was Halo 2. Gameplay was the peak for me, but like Halo 3, it was done. I didn't like Reach that much because it was just other Spartans. I just felt it was kind of a plug back into the Halo. Let's see what we can squeeze out of this name a little bit more. But Halo 4, new developer, new style. I like the new enemies. It's giant ball comes up, and I was just like, so that's what they look like, and they're kind of. They look organic, but they're still kind of robot-y, and it's most likely Forerunner tech, but nobody's confirmed or
Well, it's a
denied.
Forerunner looking rifle is the only thing that's mentioned.
Well, they said it's
Forerunner.
yeah. So it's like most likely it's Forerunner tech, and
those aren't Forerunners though, because the Forerunners were humans.
Yeah.
Tech. Forerunner tech.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be. I'm excited for it because it adds a new perspective to it, and it's. Not just here's the Flood and the Covenant again, though you do fight the Covenant again, which is weird because I thought you were buddies with them, but I guess now they're just.
It's enough in the future. We should have figured this out before we started.
Yeah.
Because Cortana says it's been 8 years since she was constructed or whatever.
What people were saying is that even though yes, it is in the future, it is also apparently a great distance away from all the other stuff.
That
so
is
it's
true.
possible it's just like not Rebel, but.
Like
just the other Covenant that
other Covenant.
got out that way.
Well, it's because like in the lore of it, the Covenant have expanded and they're pretty much everywhere except for the stuff that the humans.
It was an elite
everywhere else.
too, though.
Yeah, there was an elite there.
So I wonder if this was like a group of Covenant that like
didn't believe it. They were the pure style. Or?
No. That because this planet is near where the Ark was at the end of 3, because that's the portal seal and cut that ship in half, right?
Yeah.
But the Covenant only got...
No, but there's Covenant stuck on the other side of... the side of, like, the portal thing of the Ark.
Yeah.
So maybe, like, whoever was kind of left that wasn't killed just kind of banded together, and now they're, like, this kind of weird new Covenant just because they're all stuck out there.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
their own shit.
But for now, it just kind of seems a little bit weird.
It is weird with elites, though, because they are all buddy-buddy with humans.
Yeah, they were like,
three.
hey, bro,
And,
it's like...
Yeah.
How you doing?
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind blown. I know you were saying that you find Cortana looked a lot hotter now.
She looks different. She's not as... It doesn't sound quite as... Like, in 3, I didn't like Cortana very much, because, like, you know, the random, like, vision pop-up stuff. But she looks better in this.
I was trying to set you up. If you're supposed to say yes, I'm like, you know, she's 8, right? And you're like...
No.
Nope.
Nothing.
Denied.
Nope. But I don't know. She's different.
I think it's gonna be fun. I just hope like co-op and everything stays in there and all that shit's gonna be the same.
I wonder I hope they have that great mechanic of send your buddy out and do a new map, see where the sniper shoots him in the face, he responds. Okay, I got him pinpointed. That was my favorite thing about 3. Was playing
that you could not be a good teammate. Okay.
Voiceover knows that, just like the like dude from multiplayer is always like, you're an asshole. Every time you get shot, you get medal for it. He's got a vest over his fucking armor and his medals tacked onto.
You're a dick. You killed your teammate.
That'd
be amazing.
Are we okay with that light in the back there? Should we turn that off or down or something? Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's alright for now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Whatever.
If you hate the like,
Anyways,
comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Just hold up your hand like this for the entire podcast.
Or do like most people do, just have it open in another tab, and then who cares?
Yeah.
Anyways,
in which case we'll start screaming to ruin your ear. Yeah.
Actually, I like for that. I guess we'll do a quick plug. We're gonna, like we said in the last one, we're dropping video soon and going right to audio.
Yes. We'll get new audio equipment so that it sounds way better.
Yeah, I still haven't got my picture yet, so I'm guessing like within 2 weeks we'll probably have it.
Yeah.
Plus, I think this weekend is probably when I'm gonna go buy my table, so I'm getting the table first.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see when that other stuff happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 2 weeks till maybe a month. Then we'll be on audio.
It is on its way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Like Halo 3 and Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Halo 3?
Halo 4. The important thing is I said Splinter Cell, and that's coming.
And that was the next game that Microsoft showed.
Which I called like almost instantly when it started. I'm like, yo, it looks like fucking Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher.
Yeah, but not Sam Fisher.
Yeah,
it's
but not Sam
Michael
Fisher.
Ironside.
Yeah, the
So
second
fuck
he
that
spoke,
game.
It was like really excited, like moving while doing the executions and stuff. It was really awesome.
And then he speaks little bits, and we're like, "Is that?"
Like,
No.
Okay, that wasn't as gruff as I. Okay. And then like at the end when he's speaking to the dude before he like shoots him in the face, it's just, I'm gonna kill you. It's, the fuck voice was that? That was the hell's this game? And
but you're still Sam.
Yeah.
And it takes place after Conviction.
yeah, but
So
it's like my brain, like my eyes were seeing it. My brain's like, yo, fuck this, I'm out of here. Like it's like when his mouth moved and he spoke and it just wasn't the voice I was expecting. I was like, oh,
This is
a weird one to drop on.
something is not right here.
No. To give it to them though, apparently it's just because with the new way that they're doing all the animations, it's actually modeled straight up from that guy.
I don't
everything.
care. Have him speak the words and put it
all
on
I'm
the other
saying is
dude's
if
everything.
If they're ever gonna be like, yo, okay, if Sam Fisher, you're hanging from this post, snapping this dude's neck, and you're gonna say a cool line, it's like, all right, Michael Ironside, get on that pole up there. We're gonna hang you upside.
Everyone loved the Splinter Cell games. Everyone loved the older
No.
Splinter Cell games for like that reason. They never complained that Ironside's voice was like, it doesn't sound like he's being some action movie.
It doesn't
dude
sound
snapping
like
this
he's
guy's
got his
neck.
kneecap shot out.
I definitely think what they could have done is that animation stuff could have been the dude, and then just fucking film Michael Ironside's face talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Right? Like,
so. But it's good to know at least that they didn't kind of do the.
And Sam looks younger than in the first Splinter Cell.
He doesn't have any more gray hairs at all.
Yeah,
and
he doesn't have his big bushy beard.
But
his beard.
Why didn't they just make it a prequel? Is my thought.
Yeah, what I'm happy about is at least they didn't do the Hitman Absolution thing where the dude who's been voicing that game, they're just like, fuck off, and then he's not even part of the project at all anymore.
Yeah.
And this, at least Michael Ironside's helping still develop.
Yeah, he's teaching the new guy how to be Sam Fisher.
But it's not
if they made it a prequel, none of this would have mattered.
I just pictured Michael Ironside being like, today we're gonna go to the gun range, son, and like the voice actor for the other one, gee whiz, like
Michael Ironside.
Hey there, sport.
We're gonna go learn how to. We're gonna break dudes' necks while suspended between two walls.
If Sam Fisher drops the word dude or sport, I'm fucking just breaking my disc.
Hey there, sport.
But no, he's not actually just training.
But it won't be Michael Ironside. We'll be like, hey there, sport.
Fucking Max Payne in there. But no.
Pictured Sam Fisher downing a bottle of painkillers while climbing a wall. Oh god, I'm getting old for this.
No, then they could have actually just given the painkillers to Michael Ironside and be like, do everything. You're high as fuck. But no, he's helping.
If they said it was a prequel and they could still have Grimm, because Grimm was supposed to be like helping Sam.
Yeah. Grimm's in it.
I know, but she was introduced in Conviction, but she was supposed to have been from his past.
They can't do a fucking prequel though, because the thing is, they can't be like, oh, yo, this like night vision.
Why fucking not? Halo did it.
Yeah. But yes and no, because they did actually take back some tech on the guns and shit.
Yeah.
And they lost the ability to put a gun in their second hand, like important things that your brain just kind of isn't supposed to learn. I don't know.
I have two hands. I'll put other one's pistol. Okay.
You should just call it like Cell Splinter or something. Just fuck the name up a little bit, or like just make it not that and be like, yo, we're making a new thriller and not Sam Fisher. Call him like, I don't know,
Fisher Sam.
Fan Fisher. Just or like
Fam Fisher.
Ted Fisher. Just it's his lost fucking half-son who's like 20 years
It's
younger
sport.
than him.
And then they could put Old Ironside, like, it was a really old Sam Fisher being like, the guy back at the, like, command center or whatever, be like, hey, son.
Well, they say in
Hey,
the,
sport.
They said in the gameplay that he is actually the leader of fourth echelon.
Fourth echelon, which
so,
is why it's another.
So I hope we're like playing this dude the entire game, and it goes up and is like, "You make an excellent clone," and it's like, "Holy shit, he's still in the fucking game!" Like, just freak out, and then you're really excited. Then like they bring in like a mech game, and he's just in it. You don't need to use his arms and legs anymore. Fuck it all.
It's just his face in the Iron Man thing.
And he still says...
Yeah, no, that's the next one. He gets shot right in the fucking face at the start of the game. So he puts a mask on. This is Michael Ironside for the rest of the game. Because the way the mask like, deforms his voice. You're perfect. You can do it. One of the main things is they're all up in the fucking competitive multiplayer again.
Yep.
Spies vs. Mercs is back.
Yeah.
So
Also Connect compatibility.
yeah, which is good because in Chaos Theory, I don't know if you can actually talk in Chaos Theory, but
You can say it into the mic.
Yeah, so I remember
If
being
you were
like,
wearing like one of the old
and then it would
mics.
come
Yeah.
out. Yeah. What I liked is that in Chaos Theory, it was like that in co-op. Whenever and on the old Xbox, you couldn't use party chat, so you were trying to talk between you and your buddy, and they're like, "I think he's over there." And like somebody in your kitchen hits like a spoon, fucking people are running at you, and you're like, "Oh!" So that, I can't wait to have that with Connect that hears your entire house.
I like how calling in the airstrike he goes Grim now, but I say that in like my Michael Ironside best voice. Grim now.
You just see like Sam Fisher turns around, he's like. Like a single tear goes down, and his face kind of like morphs into Michael Ironside's face, like.
That's how you unlock the
And then it turns
actual
around like-
Sam Fisher. That it's just the rest of the game voice from Michael Ironside.
It's just him crying through the entire game. In pain because he has to animate all that shit now. No, I don't know.
Oh
Fucking.
god.
It's like, alright, so what probably happened is like, we're gonna bring you in here, we're gonna make you shoot a gun so we can get your arm ripple. He's fired, like, broke his arm. And it's like, we need to find like a 20-year-old or something. So sorry, Michael Ironside. At least you can help write him.
I just want to see someone play that with the Connect support, and somebody yell like "Bing," and just, "Bing, Splinter Cell." God damn it! Like,
Xbox, Grim now. That's fucking weird. Xbox, hey you. Why do you have to say that?
you have to say Xbox.
Do you think it's gonna be like? Do you think anytime you speak, it'll register?
I think it'll be like a.
We push them.
When you talk. I hope. If not, what do you like? Does it have like your arms? You always like put your arms around your mouth, like hang from a rail. Hey you. Suddenly your arms like clawing.
You're talking to someone in the next room about pizza. In the game, all you hear is like the Merc hearing, "Yeah, pizza. I think we're gonna order like pepperoni or maybe cheese." Dude, I think there's a dude over here talking about pizza. You're like,
to another similar sounding dude. What the hell's going on?
It's like,
Nolan North talking to Nolan North.
No, you're like creeping around a corner, and one guard comes up to you. He's like, "Thick crust." Holy fuck! Like, they actually put that in the game.
That would be
insane.
like game of the year.
Like that, no one has ever coded something that insane into a game ever.
Yes.
oh god, that would be fucking amazing.
No, other than that, I don't know.
So after Splinter Cell, what did they put
two
out?
great games, which we're going to quickly skip over. FIFA and Madden, those are great. No, what's cool, I guess, with those is Kinect is now being supported, so you can be like, yo, defenseman, go around the corner, or whatever.
Yeah, they had an actual like football
Yeah.
coach come in and just say stuff that he was used to saying, and it worked. So
You can name the characters.
he didn't use a controller. He was holding one, but he just pressed like
Yeah.
A to pass or whatever the whole time. Like he
that's cool.
Is that the
plus,
dude who got like mixed down?
No, this was at the EA conference.
Oh, okay.
Which we'll get to.
What is cool? I don't know if FIFA had it, but I know Madden now has the Infinity Engine for animation. So
Yeah,
I thought they teased that last year.
That from before.
I thought it was Euphoria. I was thinking it was Euphoria.
Oh,
It wasn't
Euphoria's
Euphoria.
like that was Force Unleashed
Yeah,
and
Grand
Grand Theft Auto and Max Payne.
No, I don't know.
You hit something in your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much that same stuff. It's like you get your arm tapped and suddenly he's flipping out, but he'll keep running and try to readjust. But if like he passes that limit, then he's falling. Like it's more animation, coding, physics.
Yep.
It's football. So, yay.
Football.
Madden 20.
We're not the hugest sport types. They look okay. I don't know. We will be able to tell you.
This is where they, right after this, they talked about the smart glass, didn't they?
Yeah.
Nope, they went Fable of the Journey. They showed some
Which looks like a rail.
Oh, that's right.
which
I did look up.
I think my favorite thing about Fable Journey was on game trailers. They got Peter Molyneux to interview somebody from Lionhead who's working on Fable Journey. But the person he was interviewing was like somebody he was best buds with for like the past 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And it was just like, he's like, so, what is in this game? And they just started like, laughing for all. I'm like, this is brilliant.
Peter Molyneux,
But
you deliver.
But it's funny because all the questions he was asking was all so leading and like,
was it just
how is the emotional interaction whenever you're doing certain things? Like, oh, it is really good, especially like you can do this and like move around and like. So
every
you're
time
saying
they
that it's
spoke,
not on
they just
rails. Yeah, it's
at each
funny.
other.
It was fucking great. It was awesome. And actually, you know what? That interview made me want to go and get the game. So that was pretty fun.
Oh god.
This is all Peter Molyneux's plan.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually left Lionhead.
Man,
23 Cans does not exist. It's just a paper company. He's still at Lionhead.
Yeah.
Making Journey.
he actually did a pretty good job on game trailers, I find. Every comment that he was talking about, it was kind of cool seeing his take on things, because, I don't know.
Yeah, if he's not promoting a game, he's actually like a smart guy.
Yeah.
He knows the business
He's
and
actually
what
a
he's doing.
smart guy.
No,
But it
no,
was
like
weird. Like, I think it was after. It was one of the conferences that had something emotional in it, and he made like a really awesome comment on it. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was. He said something. He was like, "Yeah, man, that fucking makes a lot of sense." I don't know. It was cool.
also the cess.
Yeah, Ancestor looked like Max Payne through the entire thing. That was so sick.
Really?
He was in a suit. He was bald and he had a beard. He was just missing aviators, or as he said on Twitter, a loud tropical shirt.
Yeah.
It's been sick.
You can now pre-order that shirt
Really?
from Rockstar's site, which I want to get one.
Yeah, I
all
kind of.
torn up at the end and shit.
As you wear it, it slowly degrades in certain parts to make it look like
Realistic sweat.
It'll tear if you dive around. Light it on fire, it'll fly on fire. No, so after that they showed
Your
some.
game was real.
After that they showed some Gears of War Judgment. Only a trailer though.
It was only cinematic.
Yeah,
okay,
they
basically.
showed some gameplay after. I have to say the mode that they were trying to boast about, which was
Overrun?
it's Overrun.
What's the deal with?
So what
What's
Overrun?
the deal with that?
Yeah.
What's cool?
It's a prequel game?
What did you actually see the gameplay for? Oh, what's the deal with Judgment? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not a prequel.
Yes, it is. It's a prequel.
Full
Okay.
prequel?
It's Baird is the main character.
Okay.
With bits of coal.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
just a character.
Ron Ferguson, the lead director of Gears of War series, had a shirt that said, like, bitches love the Baird or something like that. So
I can deal with that.
That was awesome. But no, the multiplayer Overrun, which is cool. It's like Horde mode and Beast mode together. Like it's a Locust versus whatever.
Yeah.
With all the build your base and stuff.
Okay.
But whenever they're showing,
but all like special Locust are being played by.
Okay. Yeah.
but what's cool is it almost seemed like a tower defense game. It was really cool. Like they were building up walls and turrets and like manning it, and then
because you actually have to like.
People.
Beast mode and Horde mode are both balanced to slightly favor the side you're playing as, so I kind of had to balance it out because an intelligent player playing as one of those special locusts will probably be able to kill a like cog player every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was really cool because they showed I don't know, game trailers people like the dude from Chuck and all that shit. We're playing against the actual Epic Games people.
Zach Levi?
Yeah, Zach Levi. It was really fun to see like Epic Games.
He's always been a big Gears fan. He's in all the Epic stuff.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, I did not know any of that.
But
I don't follow Gears anymore.
the Epic Games team was playing against Locust, and they were the ones rushing into it. But it was really cool because the teamwork was like, okay, we're gonna build a wall here, but there's no downtime. There's no end of waves. Just people rushing. It's like, all right, we're building a wall here. Okay, we got enough kills. Let's build a turret. Then somebody was on the turret, and then, I don't know. It felt really tactical and really weird. It was a cool twist.
Cool. That's something interesting.
It kind of was like, oh, I don't give a shit about it. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The weird thing-
It's the logical progression of their previous modes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's just the next.
It's their 5v5 versus, but you guys like Horde?
Yeah. It's just
You like Beast mode too?
as long as there's still a horde
Overrun.
separately.
Yeah.
I don't know about beast mode. I don't really care too much about beast mode, but
Probably still, considering that it's the two modes merged,
Yeah.
they probably have it all in there.
Yeah, most likely.
but I don't know.
Cool.
It's gonna be alright. It's more Gears. It didn't look too different. So
Hopefully no game crippling stat wiping glitch. at launch.
Those are
and
fun, though.
Continuing until now.
They're kind of like, you're doing good. You should probably play a lot more now.
Yep.
Goodbye.
We're going to take everything away from you.
Including your launch gear that you can't get back.
Yep.
Other than that,
And your soul.
we got Forza Horizon that was shown.
Dubstep.
Dubstep.
The first trailer and one of the only trailers to have dubstep throughout all of E3, which is awesome.
Well, trailer, other games
Trailer,
had
yeah.
dubstep in them,
Yeah.
but not their trailers.
Yeah.
So.
Open world in Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The world of Colorado.
The world of
Yeah,
yes.
the
World of Colorado.
That's
Yeah.
not a world, dude.
It's just Colorado. The state.
It's weird because the gameplay reminds me of I don't remember the name of it. It was some Dreamcast game called like Tokyo Highway Racing or something. What you did is it was an open world Tokyo, and you drove around and you go up to the behind cars, and then you'd flip your headlights on and off a lot, and then you'd be like, all right, start race, and you'd go into it, and that's kind of how it was. It was open world Colorado. Go up behind a car, flip your lights, and go. So I was like, that's fucking cool. Feels like that again. Obviously, way better though. But
Looks a little better. Actually, no, it's just a throwback.
We should
Same
mention Need
graphics.
for Speed now as well. Just
Well,
while we're talking about racing games.
yeah,
Because
when did they actually show Need for Speed? That was EA's
the
conference.
very end of EA's conference.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Buying it.
It's called Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah.
There's not a 2. There's not
Yeah.
anything. It's just the same name as the previous Xbox 360 game. So
Might as well call it Burnout.
it was made by
Paradise.
Criterion. They had little nods in their like
Yeah.
trailer characters' names.
Oh, yeah.
So they had Burnout and Paradise and
Like
Takedown.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But they also had Need for Speed and Hot Pursuit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
so-
yeah.
But
Nice little call out to
Yeah.
all those
yeah,
ones.
it's
I like Paradise a lot.
yeah. Well, it's
This is kind of a combination of Burnout Paradise and Need for Speed Most Wanted.
yeah.
That's what it is.
Pretty fucking
So it's open world.
Could deal with that.
It's well. Did
Crash cams.
Burnout Paradise?
Yeah.
Burnout Paradise didn't have cops, so I'd say
No.
it's more almost like Burnout Paradise with cops.
Really?
It's the
Kinda.
stylization of Most Wanted, but Burnout
Yeah.
Paradise.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That
Yeah.
sounds really awesome. It was one of those ones that you'd sit down and just be like, oh, I'll just play.
But
like,
the idea of Need for Speed, where it's like all these like nice, finely tuned cars,
Yeah.
with, like junky, like weird crash stuff.
yeah, where it's just like
Paradise,
you hit something and you hit it at just that funky angle and it like your tires
wrecks your
just
car
like,
and you keep going, but no, it's just like these cars look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if Crash Mode's gonna make a return. I know it's not Burnout.
Probably not. Probably
but-
not. They're probably working on like some like awesome like only Crash Mode
Yeah.
Burnout game. Let's just be like,
That'd be sweet.
technically they made Burnout Crash, but that wasn't like driving. So
no.
I like how during the demo you pointed out the guy like crashes into a corner and he's like, "Oh shit, this is where the demo's supposed to end." And he's like about to get busted by the cops. He's like, because he has to drive and then he drives away and he hits a ramp in a way that's like coming at the screen and that's when the Burnout Paradise logo is supposed to explode on.
Yeah.
But it's like he almost got stuck there and the demo would have never ended and it just would have cut away. But it would have been fucking hilarious to see
well,
that.
that's how we knew it was live because there was also a point where he was like he took a corner in a weird way and got like stuck on level geometry and like that shit happens in Need for Speed. You know this is real.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's not like okay, we need.
It wasn't clearly like super polished like all the other stuff was. He knew where he had to get to bring up the like Need for Speed Most Wanted screen.
Yeah, but he was not.
Yeah.
Here's your
He was kind of just driving around trying to avoid the cops and eventually make his way to that screen. So
That's fucking. Awesome.
you notice that he like passes it at one point and like has to like stop and like kind of like, manage his way through a gas station, turn back around and go back up the ramp. So it's good. Yeah.
What I find weird is that they made Hot Pursuit I think last year, which is an okay way to bring back Hot Pursuit and use that same name.
Hot Pursuit was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So
Yeah, because they've had Shift 2.
right.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, I mean, like using the same name, like Hot Pursuit was an old ass game way before.
It was like PS2 early. Yeah.
But it was like it wasn't like early.
GameCube.
It was pretty.
It was GameCube, PS2, like
Yeah.
early cycle.
Yeah.
It was year 1 or 2 of those
Yeah.
consoles.
So to reuse that name was kind of I felt like that was okay. But Most Wanted was like early 360.
It was 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which was like it launched on the 360.
But I mean,
yeah, it was.
What I find weird
launch
is
title, or it was.
It was
it
one of
launched?
those games that was on PS2 and the original Xbox also.
What
Xbox
else?
360.
Yeah. It was
But,
the cross generation bridger.
Early, you can tell because it's achievements. There's like 9 of them. And it's like you'll complete the campaign.
What happens if you put like that new disc in? It fucking loads up your old Most Wanted achievements. You're like, no game, just I bought a new one game. So I don't know. I find it weird how on the same console there's now 2 games with this exact same name.
Which is weird,
But
whatever.
we know which one's better. Actually, I don't know.
Most Wanted was kind of like everyone's saying that's the high point of the Need for Speed series. So
If I had to pick, like once they come out,
that's like the most critically acclaimed one.
If I had to pick which one I'm probably going to enjoy better, it's probably going to be Most Wanted. Out of Most Wanted and Most Wanted, but I don't know yet.
Yeah.
So I haven't played Most Wanted yet, but I have played Most Wanted. So, I don't know. It depends. Other than that, in the Xbox conference... in the Xbox conference, they improved Xbox Bing results.
Yeah.
In fact, there's one
Also Spanish.
Yeah,
Yes.
Spanish. Well, they said 23 more languages?
Yeah,
23.
They demoed it in Spanish.
Yeah.
Por favor, Xbox.
Actually, he just said Bing Xbox in like total English since it's something in Spanish now.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, here you go. It's like,
It's easy work.
that's it.
Spanish.
Yo, it's in Spanish.
One thing we realized in the top right, it said web results.
Which we kind of called
Yeah.
really early.
Yeah.
Because then next they were like, yo, Internet Explorer. And I was like, I
Xbox.
want Google Chrome. And then
So-
don't care.
I'm on Google Chrome.
See, my problem with this is like, yeah, that'd be great if that happened like 5 years ago when I had an Xbox and a TV and nothing else.
Yes.
And like,
And
oh,
the
I can browse the
pad.
web? Fucking cool, yeah.
And the,
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. But like now it's like I have a really powerful PC hooked up to the same 42-inch TV
Yeah.
that I
Yep.
play my Xbox on. So
Well,
I'm gonna browse the web. I'm just gonna, or
Yeah.
my iPad that sits beside me.
Well, like
Like-
I play mine where it's like monitor, and like my PlayStation and Xbox are always like on this one, and it's like my PC's always running because I pump my sound through my PC anyway. So I'm just like it makes no sense to me to the browser part. but-
It's probably great for a lot of the kids that were in like my position
yeah, fair
5
enough.
years ago or whatever when they only have the Xbox and they have that in their room or whatever. And,
And they've got
that's
nothing
what they've
else.
got. Yeah, exactly. It's
Their
like,
parents-
I can
their
browse the
parents
internet
will buy
now. This
them
is
an
great.
iPad.
And now they don't need to buy an iPad. They don't
Yeah,
need to buy
yeah.
a computer because they have this internet
Yeah.
ability.
But they're also, I think it as well. Microsoft's really pushing the Xbox as a media basis now.
Oh, absolutely, especially with this new smart class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's
even just all the apps and shit that they're
Yeah.
starting to put out. Like,
But, like-
ESPN's getting better and all that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't
A lot of
realize
those
that it is like I'd always heard that the Xbox dashboard is kind of hard to find games that you want to.
Unless you have a Kinect. Because then no matter where the fuck you are, you're like, Xbox, this game. You meant this? Xbox. Like, say like YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
unless,
that
you're
means mine's...
unless you're
But
trying
like-
to play Fez.
Yeah, don't say Fez. That's you're fucked. There's no way you can get to that.
Really?
Fez. Hats. Fez. Coat.
Fez face.
Yeah.
Fez face.
Then you're like, fuzz. And it's like, car? Beer?
Bees.
Bees?
Question mark. You're questioning me?
I own you.
Yes. Bees! Exclamation point.
+5 Modern Dynasty.
Yeah. And Batman Chronicles or whatever the fuck.
Batman Master.
Batman Master.
Yeah,
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Get Fahrenheit.
One thing that I
Madden 12.
am excited for that wasn't actually released at the conference, we saw it on Twitter. Twitch TV is coming to Xbox.
Yes, I saw
They
that too.
they said like Xbox had like a montage of like, oh, look at all these new streaming services and stuff, and then Twitch tweeted like right after that started was like, you see our logo at the beginning of that, and that was it. They
There's
never said anything
something-
else about it or anything.
Yeah.
There's something with it because even Twitch is like, yo, it's gonna be there, but we're not talking too much about it. So I don't know if that's like
They
oh,
even
we're
did
just...
like a Twitch TV update, their big newsletter because the
Yeah.
new look and stuff, and they didn't mention it.
But
at
the
all
thing
or
is, like,
anything, so.
why aren't they mentioning it's gonna be that some games now are incorporating Twitch into them on PC? Like you can hit a button and it's gonna stream
Really?
to your channel. Like
Right.
one of them, they're starting with one of them.
Which
So
game?
I don't know, some indie game. I don't remember exactly
Okay.
what it is, but
that makes
I hadn't heard of that game until I saw that. But
The Pixel Junk games for PS3.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that if Twitch is on the Xbox, will games kind of have that thing? Maybe have the chance to get that built into it,
Yeah,
or
we were talking about this earlier. Like, do you think it'll just be a streaming app, or do you think they're like working for some next level shit of just like I want to stream my Xbox right now?
I don't
Like, how crazy would that be?
That would be really crazy, but I don't think that's plausible at the
Yeah.
moment. Not with the fucking technology that the 360 has built into it.
Maybe it'll
next
only work
gen.
on select games because
Yeah, like
the
arcade
way
games or
consoles work is you don't give up. Games can't give up a RAM
Yeah.
for system processes and vice versa. So if games start building it in and the app is there,
Yeah.
yeah, like if
Yeah.
games build it in, then you're using the game's allocated RAM. Or
Yes.
whatever. But
Which
yeah,
makes sense.
but if they
like,
build the functionality into the Xbox coupled with people building the functionality into their games,
then yeah,
could be
potentially you've got a certain
Yeah.
amount of RAM that you can use. But I don't really foresee a lot of companies right now, at least with this generation, being like, we need to put this streaming ability.
Some game's gonna do it. It's gonna get lots of views. It's gonna get super popular.
I just thought it'd be cool if like they incorporate like you know how Source Engine games have like Valve TV stuff or Source TV. It'd be cool if maybe because Twitch is now on the Xbox, you could have like games could have spectator modes in the game. That would be a live stream to your game or something. Like you wouldn't have control, but people could watch. I don't know, something weird like that. But the point is they haven't really said anything about the app.
So what we're trying to say is we're hoping for something other than like
capturing.
Yeah.
But what they haven't talked about it, so I don't know if they're thinking of adding something like that, or they're just like, okay, we don't.
I'm sure if it was gonna be like you can watch Twitch streams on your Xbox,
that's
they
what I'm trying to
would have said it by now.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Is I think it's those details that they don't know yet. They're not sure if it's like, okay, we're gonna have the video, but we're not sure about the chat yet, or we're gonna have just video, or like they're not sure about what they can put into it. Because I mean, if they add chat, that adds a whole extra. Do they have to have like username,
dimension,
other shit, and like so? I think,
are you gonna use your Xbox names, or are you gonna use like a Twitch name?
Before they announce too much.
That's true because.
So that
Xbox is very like, yo, you don't sign up for other accounts. On the service.
No.
Like,
so you're
that's gonna be
with
interesting.
Xbox, yeah.
Like I wanted to, like, I think Netflix they asked me to make, like link it to my like live one. It was like
that would actually be cool. You say Netflix. You know how Netflix you can each watch. It does like that. Oh, you're watching into a theater thing. Yeah, your buddies. That'd be pretty cool to have with Twitch. You go. Oh, you like sign up. You load up a stream.
Yeah.
You have your party members.
But they took that out of Netflix on the new dashboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The point is, if they had something like that where you can watch streams
really
together.
Shitty.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
wait, so you can't watch any videos together?
Nope.
Wow, that's weird.
Only you
they
alone.
took it out.
That's a weird one. Huh.
Yeah.
That was actually a cool thing. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's like you can watch a movie with all your buddies, but now it's like, oh, your buddies aren't paying for
The first day we had it, I watched Machine Gun Girl with Dustin, I think.
Oh, really?
That's how I watched the first season of Community with him.
Oh, really? It was just
over that Netflix party thing.
That's really
awesome.
fucking cool.
It's totally gone.
Twitch will bring it back. What you can do is you can stream Community on your Twitch, and then you watch it from your Xbox in your party mode.
And then get banned.
And then stream it from the Xbox's Twitch to another Xbox, watching Twitch who's watching your Xbox watch Twitch. Oh, it's fucking crazy.
Twitch steps in.
There you go. Interwitch some. Anyway, so
interwitch some.
I don't know.
Sounds like witch mathematics.
Other than that, they finally announced that it's now their music stuff is called Xbox Music. It's no longer Zune.
They're
cool, great.
They're removing the branding off.
But it looks exactly like the Zune stuff, which okay, fine.
Surprisingly, a lot of talk about like Windows 8 systems at this Xbox conference.
Yeah.
So.
Nike Plus and Connect Training is coming. It's like some sort of game that is mixed possibly with the Nike band and all that shit.
That's wonderful. It's on my iPhone.
It'll probably also have the Nike foot accelerometer chip that you can get for it.
Possibly.
It's a Connect thing.
Yeah, but like there'll be some.
The whole idea is that they're trying to bring that like competition and like stacking up points their friends. Because of the way the Xbox Live works is they have a leaderboard.
Hey, your friend's less fat than you.
Yeah, exactly.
Bitch.
What was about that? No, is they use scores and stuff, and they're just like, oh, he's got 3,000 score because he did this today. Oh, you can get 10 more points if you were to run a little bit. Oh, fuck, all right, I'm gonna do that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey, you're still
It's an interesting idea. We'll see if it works.
The game starts like laughing at you with like melting candle faces. Anyway, Xbox Smart Glass was announced, which
Smart
is
Glass.
Smart Glass.
You said my glass.
That's
Xbox.
He said Smart Glass.
Oh, it sounded like my glass.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know. They said tablets, iPhones, Androids, whatever.
iOS. They're swallowing their pride, which is like fucking rude.
They've been releasing Microsoft stuff on iOS over the last few months,
but even still,
pretty
like
much consistently.
That's still pretty ridiculous, though. That they're
well, that's good. I think they realize that they want to sell more Xboxes. They gotta
branch, not just a.
Everyone has a fucking iPod or an iPhone or an iPad.
Some sort of Apple-based product.
The reason that they did that is Microsoft was talking about it, and they kept every time they got interviewed about smart glasses, they'd say it was Sony. If you want to do something like this, you got to buy the Vita. The Wii U is going to come with that tablet thing.
Yeah,
they're like us. It's going to be stuff you already have in your household. You don't have to go out and buy anything. You're probably already going to have it. For anything that's new. So that's kind of neat. I mean, I'd rather not have to shell out like $100, or the Vita like $250 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, although we are buying Vitas now.
Yeah,
now we're buying Vitas. Ubisoft, you rock that shit.
Oh fuck, man.
We're almost there.
Finish my
Internet Explorer got announced for. So Joel, just to finish on Smart Glass, what they said is you could have it up watching Netflix. They'll give you information about your show, which is kind of okay, I guess.
They showed
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
TV shows, movies, your music.
Yeah.
And with games. The one they demoed was Halo 4, where you can like switch up your loadouts and stuff while it's connected and accept
I like that idea. I really like where it's like, okay, like, I'm in a party lobby. Like, if it doesn't have to be directly connected, which I don't think it is, I think it's all over Wi-Fi. You can pick it up and be like, okay, I'm gonna grab a drink, but what map are we playing on? I'm playing on this map. Okay, like, and then walk back and you just sit down and your loadout there and good. You don't have to be like, okay.
But
like,
also your character customization and stuff.
Yeah, which on a tablet makes a lot of sense on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just tapping through stuff,
it's
it's faster than navigating menus with a controller.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just perfect. I'll take 2.
So that's what they said. Internet Explorer announced, which we said. Then they showed a Tomb Raider demo, which that game is still looking really good. 75% of that video's audio from her is just moans and groans, though.
Yeah,
which was fun.
She's smashing into things. And
But
being
I
shot
will
and
add
fire
in that
and
trailer that
falling off things. And
she's falling down this like rapid river, and her arms are flailing.
Yeah.
But then you have to do
he
this
brought
like
that up too.
you have to do this like slow mo part where you have to shoot this like rubble with the shotgun. So your arms are flailing, and like this shit's like behind your head. You're
and
not.
she's like clearly falling down the waterfall.
Yeah,
and you're like
on the shotgun.
Yeah, okay.
and then
this
immediately she was just like slow mo shotgun,
holding
and
the
then like
shotgun right,
as soon as the slow mo ends, the shotgun just fucking disappears. She doesn't like put it away.
No, she goes.
and then
As
puts her hands back
as
up.
her hands go back, it throws itself back.
But even still, then her hands go up and she just starts flailing again. It happens.
That
like,
game is Uncharted
twice.
4 Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But it looks good. It looks really cool. I like it.
Oh, I'm not saying that's a detriment. Like it's going to be basically another Uncharted game. So great.
I don't know if it's going to live up to the quality of the little things that Uncharted does, but
It's going to have
really
kind of
good.
more Lara. I think it's going to have better combat than Uncharted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Lara Croft games have all had that stuff.
And I almost want to say that the story might be a bit crazier. Because, I mean, once you
It's a
played the
prequel,
first
yeah.
Uncharted, you've kind of
Played them all.
gotten the story the way it's going to go for the next 2.
Well,
Yeah.
no, Uncharted 2 was the pinnacle.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? Like,
I like Uncharted.
it's going to do this, crazy shit's going to happen, end up with some crazy stuff. But, I mean...
Open world too.
It's
So that's
it's
Yeah.
Drake
Which is awesome.
syndrome where it's I found a lost temple that's been lost for 500 years. So did 200 other bad guys.
Yeah.
burn it to the ground.
I don't fully know if it's open world yet, though. I think it's going to be like you stand somewhere and there's going to be like that kind of choose what you want to do first path.
So like
yeah.
walking into instances,
Yeah,
basically.
We know Prince of Persia, like the cell shaded one, you had that like hub area, and you're like, all right, you need to go to the sand place, that place, the place that looks broken inside like a building, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I think so. But on an island
spoke
with
style
Yeah.
interface. Well,
So-
not interface, but spoke style mission selection where
what
you have
style?
spoke styles.
Spoke.
That's
Spoke.
exactly what you referred to.
It's-
Prince of
Oh,
Persia.
oh,
It's a
sorry.
spoke
I thought
style.
you were naming a game. Like, what the fuck?
So it's really indie
yeah.
game. I'm pulling out my indie cred of.
Yeah.
You never heard of Spoke?
Super hipster.
But yeah, so pretty much that where you don't really, it's not
It's
direct
like a
choices, but
centralized area that's slightly open, and then you
hub
have your
world, I guess.
Yeah.
hub or Spoke. Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, fucking looks sweet.
It looks cool, yeah.
They announced first bit of DLC is gonna be for 360.
God
so.
mode was definitely on.
Everything at the Xbox conference was like, yo, first DLC 360.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
New game from the Toy Soldiers guys, Ascend New Gods. Pretty much it's like God of War.
Yep.
Can't really say much about that. It was,
Arcade game though.
Yeah,
so.
arcade. Speaking of arcade games, Twisted Pixel announced Loco Cycle, which is a female motorcycle game.
Yep.
We don't really know too much except
That's
for
it. Just like teaser announcement.
Yeah.
Looks like it's from Tron. Speaking
But
of Tron,
Twisted Pixel, so
yeah. Then they showed Matter, which also looked.
Who
I
the
thought that
fuck-
was the same
what is
trailer for the
that?
same
Like,
reason. For
yeah.
while they were showing it, I was like, oh, it's still Loco.
from the makers of Pirates of the Caribbean,
Which is
the
weird.
movie.
But it looks like Marble Madness, so yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll show you that one after. if you
It's
guys
like a
see it.
10-second teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
And it's like, yo, what's up? Floating eyeball type thing. Trailer end. Matter.
Yeah.
TM or whatever.
Words.
Yeah. Which was followed by Resident Evil 6, which looked okay. To start off the show, it looked nifty.
In retrospect,
Yeah.
it looks like, what are we watching?
Yeah.
Why are we
The lighting
watching
still
this?
looks really good, though, on the
The
car.
game's gonna be good. Don't
Yeah,
get
the
me
game's
wrong,
gonna be good, but like the way that I saw it was because I wasn't. I had to work through all the V3, so I didn't. And then
we recapped you today.
we recapped me today, so I kind of got the crash. Like, here's the best parts of E3.
And,
Bam, bam,
oh yeah,
bam, bam,
also
bam.
Resident Evil 6. The fuck is this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was honestly like, fuck, I'm gonna set up for the podcast. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So it looked good, more action-y style movie thing. And like when you said, because I was looking at it through the eyes of like, this does not seem like a really Resident Evil one. And then you're like, if you said, I'm looking at it as more like an action-y style. And then like the second you said that, I started looking at it that way, and I was like, Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not looking at Resident Evil as survival horror anymore, which it is not,
No.
Well,
then
I like how during all the interviews they're like, well, we wanted to keep the survival horror, we wanted to keep what we had in 5, and we wanted to keep this new thing with the whatever Wesker's thing.
Yeah.
And then they're
whoever
like, so
that is, yeah.
they're like, so we wanted to make sure there's 3 distinct styles. They show fucking Leon, it's like blasting things and fucking running
Shit's
over cars.
exploding.
Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Fucking
well,
helicopter
if that's
goes
survival horror, then whatever.
It's
There's a crosshair in the game now.
Yeah.
There's no
And a
longer
grenade
just the
arc.
laser sights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got the up.
Which I think is kind of sad, but
What I like is that because there is 3 stories and apparently they are all different, they all meet up at certain points. I would like to say that you get 3 games in one, except for I don't know how long each one is.
Yeah.
But each one is 2-player co-op, so that's cool.
what they said was you can either play those campaigns like
Start with
Go,
Go,
I think,
Yeah.
or you can play like a
I thought it was mission. Like you play the section mission.
story mode
I-
where it keeps swapping you between people.
Yeah.
From what it sounded like is you just kind of start one, you go to the end, and then you get to see it from different point of views. This is the way
So
they
you
were
see,
explaining it.
you
Yeah.
can kind of pick up on the interwoven
I
stuff.
thought it was like that one where it was like you played this chapter with this person. Oh, like yeah, like that's
So,
the way that I
that would have been cool.
understood it. So
But-
you kind of at the point where they all converge,
Yeah.
you play it to that convergence point,
Yeah.
and then it's like, can you imagine if like everybody like ran into like the room and it's just like,
Yeah.
we gotta wait for that dude.
I'm sure we talked about this on the podcast before.
Yeah, but there was not
Back in the original announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah. What to take back from that is that at first, because they were trying to do 3 different styles of games, I don't think that would have worked, because jumping between those would have been like, you would have had that favorite one, you're like, oh, I want to just fucking be done with
Let
this
me finish
character.
this. Yeah.
I want to go back to
fair
that.
enough, yeah.
But seeing how Leon's is, and I saw the Chris gameplay, and the only thing that was different was with the Wesker gameplay, there was a lot of fisticuffs. Like, you walked up and it was like, through the face! Like, fucking just keep jumping around the fucking world and shit. So that was really different.
Have they announced that that's Wesker's
Yeah,
relation?
they
Yeah,
fucking
they already talked about it. It was like, your blood is very special.
During interviews, they're explaining it. But Chris and Leon's are so far appearing enough alike that I think they could have probably ended up doing a like snaky way of jumping between them.
To unlock the third Wesker campaign,
Yeah,
maybe,
or something like that. But
You sneak.
That actually would have been a nice idea, switching between these 2 like classic heroes and then
Yeah.
unlocking the new character and seeing how you like what's interwoven in the story.
Yeah,
kind of nice idea.
But I see.
Capcom has weird ways of hyping stuff though. Like
Yeah,
they wouldn't have kept that a secret or anything. Like,
But I
No,
see
man.
how like as far as like a design point of view, like that could just be just kind of brutal in that sense, or like the flow of the actual.
if done
game.
right, it would make sense.
Yeah, if done right, but it has to be that specific.
Resident Evil 6-player co-op. Each storyline's going at once. And you're just doing shit.
You see
Fucking-
that'd be fucking crazy.
Yo,
Actually,
Chris over there! Chris over there! Holy shit, it's fucking players. And Wesker, what's up, piece? I'm doing my
Wesker
story.
Imba.
But what it does it like Dark Souls style, where it's not just like you pick who it is. It's like you're
just
doing your
other
story
people.
and it's their player. Dude, I'd fucking just die. Yes.
Resident Evil, you brought me back.
Dude, that would fucking oh, man.
Survival World, fuck that. I want that 6-player multiplayer.
Yeah.
I'll
so
take
that's-
it. Take 2.
That was shown after that. DLC first, also on 360.
Yeah.
You already said on that one.
Yeah.
It was also for Splinter Cell.
That's first one.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was Splinter Cell, Tomb Raider, Resident Evil 6, and
The,
Black Ops
Microsoft
all had
exclusive
Microsoft
Halo,
first DLC.
you know,
All of them
DLC
getting on
on the
PC.
Xbox.
except for Halo.
And Black Ops.
And Resident
Blocks.
Evil. Okay, you
And
know,
Resident
fuck it.
Evil.
Getting most of them on 360 then.
You're getting and Tomb Raider. You're gonna buy a third-person action game
PC?
on PC.
Play it on the controller.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So 3 out of 4 of these you're buying on Xbox.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Which they then showed after Racketeer, which some people were praising a bit. I thought.
Connect Angry Birds.
Yeah. What I don't like is that it's like, hey, shoot this ball that looks really cool, and then it hits the wall.
Look, this looks like it's gonna have a physics engine.
But yeah, the second it goes, like it just pops, and then there's like a little
There's
bit
like
of
dust.
but there's some rubble, but it's being like obstructed by like 75 points, fucking all these points exploding all over the screen. It's like, okay, the destruction's not actually happening like at
And
all.
it also looks like shit from what we see. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of.
Oh man.
It on the
Cool,
other hand,
I'm pretty sure that's a style choice.
Yeah. Okay.
though.
Like when the castle explodes, it just explodes into a castle of points.
Yeah.
And that looks kind of cool.
But yeah, to be honest, if it does end up being, if it captures that thing that Angry Birds has, then it could be awesome. Like just that, like
Niche.
I have to fucking
But it's
get
for
it
Connect,
perfectly.
and you have to sit in your living room. You can't just be like, "Yo, I'm gonna play a couple of those Angry Birds." Great.
Yeah.
Angry Birds for the Vita.
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
It's already on PSP minis, so yes, it's already on the Vita.
Yeah.
Shit.
Um,
Really hoping I had
and after Racketeer, we had
Oh,
Matt Stone and Trey Parker bust onto stage.
That was
Make fun of smart
That was
glass.
fucking funny. I watched that whole thing, which was
Did you ever
only
want to play? Do you ever want to control your
gaming console
on your phone that's connected to your tablet, just plugged into your oven
While sitting in a refrigerator? We couldn't do that, so we just made this game.
Yeah. We're not making that. We have this game. So
That game looks like you're playing the fucking South Park. That it looks exactly like you're playing it, which is it's cool.
I'm indifferent because South Park, whatever. I'm just
Well, like
I don't watch it. Whatever.
I don't know. I just think it's cool how they try and integrate you as like the fifth person to the group. So it's I don't know. It seems cool that way.
No, yeah, I'm sure they're doing it right, but
Yeah.
I don't watch South Park.
My favorite thing I think about that was when they interviewed them after, and seeing Matt Parker and Trey Stone talk about it, and they were mentioning that when they were making the game, they're like, okay, like let's say you're at Cartman's house, and you have to go over to Stan's house, like, okay,
Where the hell is
like
Stan's
where
house?
the fuck's his house? And they're like, oh, well, you just kind of cut over there. They're like, wait, where the fuck are these houses?
Where's the school?
And they were trying to think about it, and it was kind of neat to see, like, holy shit, like even
They
don't
drew
know.
out a full.
We
like,
just
legitimate
have
map.
pictures.
Yeah.
What?
It's like normally we just kind of cut to his house, like. So I don't know. It was kind of neat to see that about it. But it does. I don't know. It looks okay. It looks kind of like Paper Mario style, or.
Well,
People were
like,
seeing that was like game of the day until a certain point.
Yeah.
And then they showed Usher Central 3. I mean, Dance Central 3.
With Usher.
Where it was like, oh, it's Usher. Then he started singing. I was like, oh.
And they didn't say anything about Dance Central 3.
Yeah. They didn't really
Yo,
dance.
it's announced. Peace.
They like fake dance
Usher
in
out.
front of it.
Yeah.
It was...
Usher.
That was literally it. It was like, yo, here's Usher performing 3/4 of the way through a song. We're going to put up some like Dance Central looking stuff. Dance Central 3. That's it. He's off stage. Next dude comes out.
I can't blame them because
It's
you can't be like, yo, we made the Connect better, and here's this. So it's like, fuck it. Another one. Okay, cool. I'm probably gonna buy it, play it once.
Cast.
That's on sale. Then Black Ops 2 was shown, which was not.
It was a weird thing to
excited.
end their press conference
Yeah.
on, considering they started with Halo 4 and with like
I
Splinter Cell.
thought they would have. I thought they would have ended with a Halo. I think that would have. I don't know. Maybe
They were trying to make a big deal of like getting people to actually get up and watch the press conference. They were like, "Yo, we're busting out Halo 4 first part of our press conference."
Yeah, but
early
like
in the morning.
Did
Let's do
anybody
it.
else notice this in the Black Ops trailer? That the guy who you are playing, his head goes 360 degrees around. The helicopter hits the ground, goes, and you know what? Like kind of like you're.
They're driving past.
They're driving, and like it kind of the car, like the explosion happens. His hand stays gripped onto the driver's side thing, like both like this, but his head goes. It comes back, and then hands are in the same spot. And I only noticed this because I
Dude,
love.
it's Black Ops. He's a fucking Terminator. It doesn't matter anymore.
Like, I didn't notice this.
That's the twist.
The twist? Holy shit!
but like I didn't notice this until I went on Reddit and our gaming, and like the first top one was like, check out this GIF, see if you notice what's wrong, and it's just this like, you know, like the 10 seconds or whatever of it, and then it's like does the rotation, and then it says 360. What now? It's like innovation. I was like, oh my.
So his face just like turns now, and then he just no scopes the guy. Like,
it's like,
that still counts, right?
it's just like, what? I did not notice that. So that was kind of
First deal on Xbox 360.
So now you're gonna go and rewatch it, and you'll be like, oh shit! Now I can't only stare at that and not notice anything.
There was
else.
the original Black Ops 2 like announcement trailer. There's a point where a missile goes and like hits a horse, but it like flies past it, and then the explosion happens.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like, okay.
But still, that horse running animation is still fucked in that first trailer.
One of the things you said you had to say with it was you really liked the reload animation on that really cool looking sniper rifle.
Great.
When they showed the extra gameplay after
Reload animation of E3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I was like, did that other one have a reload animation?
No.
No, but when they showed some more gameplay after they played it on stage, I don't know. It's weird because yes, it is Call of Duty, but it kind of doesn't look like it. When you
No,
see
it seems like they're like Treyarch is
It's
taking
kind of. It almost looks like Halo. It's getting close.
Yeah, but like they're taking it
Now
like
Halo-
the HUD stuff.
Yeah.
And the,
but they're taking it in like Treyarch.
You mentioned that it
definitely-
looked like Crisis.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I think it's more
the
Crisis-y
ammo,
than...
the counter, and everything.
I think it looks more Crisis-y than Halo-y, but...
especially New York, Los Angeles kind of look like New York. So
But it's like...
Hey, look, we're fighting past this convention center that you're all sitting in. What's up?
yeah, that's cool.
But it's just... for me, it Treyarch's really putting their own stamp on it now, which is pretty cool.
That's good. Well, they're the A team. So.
Yeah, they're the A team now, and there will always be that like zombie thing to fall back on. That's the main reason why I'm buying
zombies
it.
in this game.
Yeah.
Fucking future sniper rifle. It's like a cartridge.
I know.
With like just triangle bullets. Awesome.
I saw it.
I'm a sucker for good reload animations.
Well, what's that one? I'm trying to think of the game.
We talked about this.
There's like one reload animation in one of the games where the guy like it's not Halo, but there's another one where it's like an M16 clip and like the guy hits the button and like shakes the gun and the clip goes, but every time it spins in a different way. There's like 10 or 12 different generated like spins. I'm trying to think of the. Do you know what I mean though? Like you see him put his thumb
I
on...
understand what you were describing, but I can't remember that from a Call of Duty game.
It's not from a Call of Duty game.
Oh.
It's from a different first person shooter.
I don't care. We're talking about Call of Duty reload animations.
No, but
Got
I'm
the
just-
bow, click, click.
Yeah.
The G36C
Yep.
or whatever you do.
Yeah,
with
the
it's double.
tap.
I just want him to be like a fucking Terminator, and he's those. So it's like shooting like hand shavings out of it, like
Does
game of the year. Or he's just like throws like his body, leaves like the finger behind, just explodes. Credits roll. It's like, you were the bomb.
Twist ending.
Sorry, if the words in Black Ops 2 ever come out as "you were the bomb,"
You're calling it right here. We'll have a party. Live stream.
it's some fucking strippers.
First out of Call of Duty poster.
The one thing I actually really liked about the
Hello.
Call of Duty was for some reason the ashes and stuff flying around.
Yeah.
Actually had like
The particles.
spatial awareness.
Also,
Like,
facial
it was-
animations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look
Way
good.
better.
They look
Yeah.
way better.
Um,
President.
That's how you know it's the future.
Yeah. Oh, and you
She
can also
was
make
a lady.
choices and stuff. Which was cool. The multiple choices. Was
Maybe that's a twist. Maybe she's actually mad. Really good drag.
But yeah, that pretty much ended the Microsoft press conference.
I'm sorry, but like I can't not notice that now whenever I watch that.
What a
trailer.
twist.
I've watched it like 3 or 4 times.
Um,
I was like in the lunchroom at work, like watching it, and I was
What's
just like,
happening here?
it's just doing it. Like, and I was just like, pause it, go back, and like watch it again.
So and then it ended on that, and
Yeah.
me and Richie were like, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like,
So
okay,
then,
EA's got off to... sorry, not yet. E3's off to like an okay start, and we'll see what EA has to do.
Tame.
So they started off with Dead Space 3, which we all kind of knew was going to show up.
Yep.
And they showed a co-op scene going on.
Were they attacked by a giant
drill.
enemy drill.
Cool.
They had to attack
those
the
happen,
point
man.
For massive damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty usual
Um,
with the Dead Space game.
Yeah.
Sure,
Or
I'll
then,
I
find
put that in my live blog. It was just
I would have to
Yeah,
say
I was
that
like,
the
giant enemy drill.
Yep.
the ending part kind of sucked. Into the monster.
Because that's what happened.
We fought inside their intestines. It's great.
Shoot his intestines. Kill indigestion.
Seeing that trailer, I was kind of pissed because it seemed... The way it appeared is that it was going to be heavily co-op, to the way that if your co-op buddy doesn't
Show up.
or like if you don't have a actual friend to play with you, I thought there was going to be an AR partner.
Okay.
But I thought there was going to be an AR partner that followed you around, but then they announced
And
no.
yeah, Dustin made this point too.
Yeah.
Slower.
So that makes me happy because it keeps Dead Space. What I am afraid of though is that if you pop in, is it just going to be like, oh, your friend's here, or if it's like going to have like a not spawned in part, then you're going to get to like a
point where the guy would
where it's
show up.
logically possible for him to just be like,
Or
yo,
maybe
I'm
it'll
here
pull,
now.
maybe it'll pull the Left 4 Dead thing where you just like bust him out of a closet. I've been in there for 4
Oh,
days.
Stan, I got locked in here.
Hello?
Damn, Necromorph's taking the keys.
The door was a necromorph. Let's roll. So those things. The door
What
was
a
necromorph. You were the bomb.
Yeah,
The door was a
Isaac's
necromorph.
Isaac's head. just rotates around. Twist. And Night Shyamalan's actually...
He's like, I wonder what happened to my inventory. Just head fucking goes into his body.
Just like... Sings into his
Connector.
credits.
I want this.
Sings into his chest. Just like... No. Like the axle's like right here, so his face goes...
Oh, like the fucking horse thing? Or
yes. Best inventory checking system ever.
Fucking Oblivion. But no, I don't know, man. Dead Space 3. It's Dead Space.
Yeah, it's good.
They mentioned that whatever the weapon system is going to be like is going to be somewhat different or something.
You made the point that it only looks like there's 2 at a time rather
there
than
are only
4.
2 weapons, which is kind of weird. But
Well, I mean, there's always the like, I have extra in my inventory. They're just not on my.
Yeah, they're not equipable right away.
Yeah,
you can't just be like.
Well, you can hit inventory equip.
Yeah, but I
Xbox.
Yeah.
Line gun.
Why not?
Because fucking Isaac would yell at
it.
Line gun.
Let me check.
Are you telling me that if they announce a Kinect exclusive feature for Dead Space 3 where you would yell line gun and it would morph out of your suit into your hand?
That'd be sick. But if it doesn't, if it's just like... That's a different thing.
Let me check my inventory.
Focus rifle thing. Metagel thing.
His helmet's off the whole time and just has this depressed expression on his face.
It's like the whole time he's just like...
Okay. Metagel. Activate. Depress.
Depress.
Pull out.
Depress.
Throw down.
Depress.
Depress. Depress. No. No. Xbox. Xbox. So apparently depress isn't the word we should use.
Inject?
Isaac, go fuck yourself. Isaac, no. Isaac.
Xbox. Xbox.
You lose. Yeah.
Fatality.
Anyway, that was pretty cool. February 2013. Madden 2013 again was shown. Woo! SimCity Social for Facebook, which is oddly good.
Okay,
fun.
I want to make a point. EA at the beginning, John Riccatello came out and said, we're going to show 10 great games from 10 great developers. They showed 12.
Really?
So...
Which 2 are shit?
The sports ones.
That's just the...
It was weird. It was weird. I was counting them as we went, and I was like, okay, this is game 10, so this should be end. Oh, we got another game. I'm like...
Yeah.
2 of these are shit. I'm not sure which ones.
Well, I think...
To be fair, it was 10 great developers because there were 2 EA Sports games and 2 SimCity games.
Yeah.
So, like I said, 10 games, so...
Yeah.
But
they're
liar.
Yeah,
EA.
they're what's the department? The department of communications department fucked up. Somebody can't count to 12. So like whoever wrote the teleprompting script can't count to 12.
Okay. Does this paper look good? Well, he's nodding forward.
Looks good.
Like
Xbox, accept agreement.
No, the frame rate would take a dip and you go, uh-huh.
Xbox, accept agreement. His arms just flipping out. The person's just like, in the game, it's like, meanwhile, BAM!
I love it. There was a decline feature where it was like, decline. Like burns it.
No. Just do that stupid shit.
Don't shake
the
baby.
No. Don't shake the baby. Anyway, so SimCity Social was shown, which is a Facebook version of SimCity, which is a Facebook version of Farmville, with cities. But it looks fun. Terribly so that I'm probably going to play some of it to try to...
Also, the new actual SimCity
New
has
actual
a weird,
SimCity.
like, cool
Facebook
It looks
ad.
good.
Which you mentioned, they stepped it up by showing 2 trailers of it, one after another.
Yes,
which is
that's true.
awesome.
Really?
They were like, Sim City. Then person came up to talk for a minute, and then was like,
Let's
Sim
check out-
City!
Sim City. Well, let's check out this trailer. But we just kind of...
And it was like kind of the same stuff,
Yeah.
but in a different... It was really weird.
It's like, you like this? No? Well, here's another.
What about for this angle? Yeah, that game has an awesome art style. And
And the way how you drag around buildings when you're building them, they're like swaying in the direction that you're...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But no, there's also multiplayer in it, like co-op, where your cities can be next to your friends, and they will influence each other, and they will actually go check out their cities. So you can have one city that's like residential mostly, and one city that's gonna be like industry, and no one's gonna live there, and they'll go to do the jobs.
Cooperative or competitive type, like... Yeah.
Looks neat. I'm actually totally gonna get that because SimCity was always neat.
I know my girlfriend's probably gonna buy that. So.
Which brings us to Battlefield, which I found funny because right after the Call of Duty showing at Xbox, Battlefield put out like, oh, that's
Yeah,
what
you
Battlefield-
like that?
That's
We're
what Call of
gonna
Duty has to show. We're gonna show you guys something in a second on E3 on EA's conference. Just keep kept
And they
tweeting
kept
it. Check
tweeting
it out.
like, yo,
Check it out.
this is gonna step it up. This is gonna be crazy. Yo, it's Battlefield.
And then they started
It's
tweeting
exactly the
before
same
he was
as Call
fucking
of Duty
saying.
Elite.
Yeah, but he was tweeting before he was fucking saying the shit like minutes before, and like,
We were like 10 seconds behind, so a tweet popped up, and we were like,
oh, he's
and then
gonna
it
say
announced.
that, and then oh, like, he was ruining it like constantly.
Oh, really?
So they started up, and they're just like, so we'd like to say that there's been like 1.6 trillion bullets fired, 43 million flight hours, and it's like, so because you guys are awesome fans, here's Battlefield Premium for $50, and it's just gonna be like
it is exactly all the things
It's
they're
Elite.
describing it. It is Call of Duty Elite.
yeah, minus stat tracking because that's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
That,
getting
the stat tracking part of Call of Duty Elite is also free.
yeah.
So
Well, yeah.
the paid content of both of these services are identical.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So what you're getting is
Yeah.
what was it?
Battlefield's like, yo, we're step it up
the code.
beyond, above and beyond the call.
We added non-destructible things.
Exactly, and the call. Like,
Yeah. But what they're doing is the close quarters combat, the armored combat, some other one, and then there's endgame or something. There's like 4 map packs coming out. So you get all 4 of those, which are $15 a piece, which is going to end up being $60 in the end.
Yeah.
You just
which
want to
is
get some,
also, incidentally, the exact way they described the Call of Duty discount.
Yeah.
exactly. So you also get
I
some.
think they might have taken someone from,
Yeah.
like a couple of notes.
Yeah. But you also get some.
Or it's original. One dude just was like, lives in a hole and is like, yeah, I thought it was a great original idea.
Okay, his daddy owns the company, so...
the Blizzard drawings.
Yo, those were
But,
amazing.
No. So if you buy the pack instead of buying the thing separately, you get some dog tags, you get some camos for your weapons and all that stuff with your character.
New modes, apparently?
New modes, but I think those just come with the.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I don't
What
know.
mode?
Because they touted all this stuff and then said also the 4 DLCs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're just like taking stuff out of the DLCs to make it look like
There-
it's more.
There might
or
be some premium modes or something, if anything, but I think that'd be a stupid move because
that's
a lot of people seem to be
fragmenting
against
their
this.
player base.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Which that would
which
be
they
what
actually-
I want to do.
Yeah,
Move.
It's already fragmented enough because a lot of people don't have Karkan maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least unlike Call of Duty ish, you're getting like shit ton of new vehicles and weapons.
Yeah.
Vehicles, some are like a truck with rocket launchers in the back, like one of those.
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
things.
yeah.
But is that going to be DLC? Like, how do that?
Those
how
are
does
part of
that
the
even
DLC.
Fucking work.
That was going to be part of the armored combat, which is going to be entire map pack that's just vehicle on vehicle.
So then they are pulling stuff out of the. So really, it is the DLC's dog tags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Favorite dog.
yeah. But
Great.
But those dog tags will be the only way to get. Plus, you save like $15 or whatever, $10-15. So.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey.
It almost
yeah.
seems like Elite offers more.
And me and you saw when they're showing all those fucking words on screen, it says Gunmaster like 15 times. So we think that's gonna be gun game.
Yeah.
But we're not sure that it says shit on it. So
Gunmaster?
they like saying the word Gunmaster.
Yeah, it's just something we saw repeated a couple times while they were like.
Because there's like,
thing.
what comes in it?
Gunmaster.
Gunmaster. What?
Gunmaster.
Gunmaster. So
Hey! Oh!
Yo, pause that. Pause. Some dude just
some
stands
guy
up
like
in the
stands up.
audience.
He's like, hold on. What? Wait the fuck up.
What was Gunmaster?
Good eye.
Just,
Everybody's, well, wait.
just like a red dot appears
Just
on
a
him.
bunch of laser sights.
Yeah, he's just like, it's like, he's like, actually, I'm gonna,
Oh yeah, I don't think I made a note of this, but right before the Battlefield announcement, I think they were like, "Oh yeah, we have our like respawn dudes, Jason Westman, Santella. They settled their lawsuit. Hey guys," and then just
Really?
yeah.
They should have been like,
They were
"Oh yeah, we
sitting
have to
out
show
in the
you
audience.
something." I saw like a high five, but like in his hand, like you fucking zoom in, like enhance. It's like this. No, not even.
They just like waved to them and they said, "Hey, wave guys."
The Battlefield guys?
No, the
Call of Duty.
previous Infinity Ward guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Two
Yeah.
boss guys because they settled with Activision the day before E3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how much did they get?
You can't talk about that stuff. You can never talk about settlements.
Oh yeah, true.
You saw the shirts that Infinity Ward people were wearing, right?
No.
They all said like cannot disclose any information about it, and it's both sides fucking on the arms and shit. So I was like, okay.
I guess we won't ask. You know that somebody walked up and asked them, and they wanted to hit them.
The Giant Bombcast.
Oh.
They just get them drunk on the Giant Bomb. So we made like fucking millions. No.
Just like, oh, we can't.
Usually when you sign those settlements, it's like you disclose this and we take it back.
Yeah. There's a big NDA, and we sue you for a lot of money too.
Yeah.
Which they would lose because they signed that stuff. So.
Yeah. So other than that, Star Wars: The Old Republic was like, yo, look, we got these crazy things coming out, new level cap, new shit, and free to level 15.
Which is cool because I own the game already, so great. It's installed. I can just start playing some of the other character classes.
Yeah, fair enough. I won't.
Apparently one of them is voiced by Nolan North, so I should find out who that is.
I thought it was a Scoundrel.
Scoundrel?
I think it's Male Bounty Hunter.
Yeah,
sure,
probably.
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah. Other than that, they showed some Medal of Honor Warfighter, which
I'm actually interested in, so I should look that up.
You made a point that it's like more about like kind of taking cover with your squad mates and like
instead of a huge
human
global
aspect,
thing going on, it's like okay, these are your dudes. Like you, it's the more human aspect I'd say.
Of warfare. It's actually more what it's not. It's not just.
And we both reflected on how that original Medal of Honor game was cool, but we're never playing it again, either of us. So
yeah. Some things you mentioned, the silencer sounds were like this awesome subby like fucking thump. So good.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's some choices on breaching doors. You can be like, hey, throw a flag.
Oh yeah, if when you stacked up on a door, this radio menu popped out of the door. It was like
I think it's like, yo, take breach on the door. What do you want to do? I'm gonna. The guy just.
What was the other radio menu that popped up? There was another one.
I think there's not.
Was it like gun accessories?
I want to say something like that.
Everybody silencers. There's a.
No, I think you're thinking of Crisis 2 maybe. 3.
No, there was another radio menu during that. Did I not write anything down?
No. It said door breaching pop-up HUD elements.
Oh, maybe it was Crisis.
You said lots of HUD stuff looks smooth, so it's probably you alluded to it, but you don't remember what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Most likely it was everybody silencers.
Vehicle.
No, that wasn't it. The silencers just stayed on the guns.
Everybody put on a second
was it a
silencer.
vehicle thing? No.
Gun. Cancel out the first silencer.
Taken out of it? Was there a choice?
Anti-silencer.
I think there was a choice at some point. I don't remember.
Shoot this.
Maybe it was like calling an airstrike or something like that.
Maybe.
This radio menu that popped. But it was contextual, whatever it was, like the one being attached to the door. Something on the door. So it was like either like putting if it was attached on the gun, it was like like around the gun type thing.
Cool.
That looked cool.
One thing that's cool is apparently the multiplayer you get to choose from 12 different nations, and whichever one you choose, you are aligned with them.
Tier 1 and squads
so
for those. Yeah.
That's
which is great because Canada actually I think has one. They've got the JTF2, which is our elite military thing.
Which is cool. So yeah, I'm actually kind of excited.
Sorry, no, with it.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. You shot at me first.
I don't know why you're doing an accent. We already speak it, I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
Yeah, we do, eh?
Yeah.
Totally about we're all about
totally.
that.
We're all about that.
We're all sitting on these cooches.
Cooches.
Anyway, point is, after that, they announced Madden NFL Social.
What?
I don't actually remember what the fuck that was.
Did I just write Madden NFL Social?
Yeah, no, you said coming to Facebook and mobile cross-platform, so.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that was the asynchronous football thing. So it's like Hero Academy where you put in a play and it goes, but it'll work across mobile or Facebook. So you put it and turn on Facebook, you can be playing against someone on mobile.
Same thing with FIFA.
Man, good thing I wrote shit down.
Yeah. Same thing with FIFA, and then dude from UFC, Dana White or whatever, came out and he's like, "Yo, fucking what with you, EA now?"
And we were just kind of sitting here and we were like, okay, but then like people started popping up on Twitter. We're like, yo, this is fucking huge. And
yeah, so apparently last year or 2 years ago, whenever they
wanted to start the UFC games.
Yeah.
Didn't THQ sell they sold the...
Well, THQ picked them up, and then Dana White was like, yo, fuck EA, they're stupid.
The whole point was because they went to EA first, and EA went like, yo, this is a dumb sport, we're not doing this game.
So
now that it's big, they're like, yeah, we're totally
Well, no, now that THQ is fucking going insolvent.
Yeah. but the funny thing it was because...
I really hope they don't.
Yeah, but it was because
Dana... As long as Volition stays together, I don't care.
Yeah, but it was because Dana White had literally gone on to say, like, fuck EA, you guys are dumb as shit.
We're never working
And now
with
he signs
you,
up and he's like, yeah, no, EA, some really great people working for this game. They're really good. We're really excited to be working with them. It's like, what the fuck? You must be making a lot of money.
Like, I just pictured some dude like wearing like an EA suit, like just the black suits with like a little EA pin, and it's like, guy walks off stage, yo, where's my bag of money? There you are, and here's my...
Whenever Rick Teller or anyone was speaking with Dana White on stage, he kind of looked unimpressed with everything that was being said. He was just kind of like blank expression.
Oh, he's just like,
yeah,
we're paying this guy how much money again?
To just show up here and endorse us.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck.
Could
we have got one
we
of those
skipped
other
over, because the Madden Social was when that dude...
Oh, God.
On stage.
Yeah.
He was like a pro football player or something, or used to be, and like, the guy that was talking about Madden Social was talking to him, and they was like, hey, we would like have this like virtual Twitter thing in there too, and they were talking about it. But then the football guy started like going on about, and he just started talking, and Riccio noticed it. I didn't, but you clearly hear that like someone was turning down his mic and like slowly getting out.
Yeah. He was like, oh, the Twitter thing, so never gonna see me on that because that thing with the... I started talking over him, and it was like,
and the guy was like, okay,
shut it up.
But after that point, he looked totally unimpressed with everything that was being said.
It was great.
Just like he was like,
the part that made it for me was your like impression of the guy turning down the mixer.
Like, yeah, it's not huge. No. So then after the UFC, they showed Need for Speed Most Wanted, which we've already talked about.
Yeah.
Then they showed Crysis 3, which is probably the best intro
They were like,
ever.
biggest open world.
Choose anything you want. Here's level
Corridor
of the bridge
shooter.
and the corridor. Choose one way to do it. It's like, oh, yeah! You look like Crysis 2, yeah!
The only point of that where it seemed like Crysis is when he gets out to like the bridge area, and it's like, yo, the point you want to get to is kind of across this bridge. He's just like, fuck it, I'll just jump off. Like, Also, the way they descended the stairs in the corridor, you remember, rather than walking around the spiral staircase, kind of jumped over the railing.
He goes inside a building,
down.
and it's like, you'd have like the cinematics, you're showing a demo, you want to walk in. He's like, fuck the railing, jump, skip this entire scene. It's like, don't want to
this
show
is
us.
Crysis! We don't use stairs!
fuck yeah!
It's not how you want to do it, it's how you can get to the end faster.
That's a wall! Headbutt that shit!
Punch through it.
You need to check your inventory, you look in your chest.
Maximum armor.
So that was it for the EA conference, which started up the best conference of E3 ever.
Yes.
And like,
yes,
every other conference was hosted by like the standard like CEO and like PR people. This one they actually brought out. They had Aisha Tyler.
Yep.
She was just like, no, she was not. Let's go back to no. So yeah, no.
It's Mr. Caffeine.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was hosted by
Aisha Tyler and Tobuscus, who's YouTube guy, and
which I'm actually not a fan of.
But I think he was okay. Most of his stuff.
I started off like, yo, fuck that, as if he's here, and then after it's like, it's good.
That's the YouTube comedian, right?
Kind of, yeah.
He's a YouTuber, if I was to describe.
Yeah.
He kind of does like trailers.
He does everything. He does let's plays. He does trailers.
Like,
he does skits. He does vlogs.
I think he was famous. One of his famous lines is like, "I'm the bulletproof sleeve" or something like that.
No, I think.
I'm thinking maybe thinking of another one else. Okay, whatever. I don't fucking know him, so whatever.
But
shit.
I like Tobuscus. I think a lot of the stuff he does is really funny.
Oh, okay.
But he was the backstage guy for this whole thing, so he was kind of piping in with random comments at points.
Yeah.
And there was one point where like they were having some like
Tobuscus.
witty banter back and forth or whatever.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he does all the literal trailers.
Yeah.
Probably his biggest stuff. They were having this like banter back and forth, and just like he just made like this like like kind of ad-libbed comment like, "This is all scripted."
Yeah.
Just like.
But it was the weirdest conference because every time they show a game, you know, like the developers, they're walking off, they're like, wait, I gotta ask you a question. He's like, oh, okay. But it played off so well as if that was totally not scripted, but it was like, he'd ask a question like, so what do you think, like, what are...
And they were like, actually, we have a pre-made
perfect trailer! And it's like, oh, you fuckers planned all of it. But they did a good job of making it.
It was really good. I think they were the best hosts because they were just kind of like, you could kind of tell that it was scripted, but they were kind of just like saying shit for some of it.
I like how that one was fake awkward. Nintendo, on the other hand.
We'll get to that.
Anyway, so yeah, it was them. They started off with Just Dance 4, another thing starting.
We were like, oh, this is gonna be fucking stupid again because it's another dance number.
Ubisoft usually has some of the like shittier press releases.
Yeah.
E3 in the past.
Normally they have good games to show, but they have the worst presentation of them.
Yeah.
But this one, starting off, we're like, fuck my life. Flowrider busts out there with this golden taco of a microphone and just yelling into it. And he's like, clap your hands! Clap your hands! And then it like goes to the crowd and there's like the full stadium, there's like 5 people like and he's just like, clap your hands and body! And it's like, no one's into this. Just get off.
Flowrider, really? Come on.
And then I forget what he said at the end while he's walking off. He was like, "Yo, this game's good for everybody. Fucking yeah!" It's like he gives us a fake ass thing.
Where's my bag of money?
He had so many jewels. He could have sold that microphone for like millions.
Really?
Yeah.
It was like gold encrusted. With like
he's holding it like this, and there's this big fucking golden taco that says Rida or Flow on it or something, and it's just like
it's
shining.
like a shield on the front of the mic.
Well, the camera's in front, it's just glaring thing. You can't see his face. Like it was okay.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's hilarious. So we started off and it's like really great. Here we go. Like we just saw the Xbox. We just saw the EA conference. We're like, this is gonna be great.
Shit.
Like,
EA's was kind of super boring too. They were just kind of talking
sports. You know, sports. You already spend a lot of time with sports. Here's this game. You know, sports. You know, sport. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned that.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like, hey,
I think
sports,
you saw sports.
Sports, ESPN, great.
Yeah.
And then Flowrider gets off the stage. Aisha Tyler comes on and talks more.
Introduces some stuff, and then the guy with the voice of E3, this just like epic deep voice comes on. He's like the lead director on Far Cry 3.
I'm going to show you some
His name's Dan Hay.
Yeah, he's got some trailers here. I'm going to show you guys some really good gameplay about the jungle. It's like, just keep talking. I don't want you to stop talking ever. And then just fucking...
He just like puts his hands up, Far Cry 3.
3 p.m. right now, I think we're judging. Like
it was 4 o'clock.
It was like 4:15 now.
Yeah,
kids
are getting home from
just
school.
ended.
Yeah.
Fucking big ass titties on the goddamn screen. And like sex
nipple
scene.
and like sex and...
Minutes, there's like the fuck being said everywhere.
Like, whoa, they're just... Yeah, E3, go, live TV, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, they you were saying that, like, EA, Microsoft kind of tame.
Well, also, we should have mentioned this. We were watching the official Microsoft stream on their Xbox, and whenever it was swearing in the games, they would cut the audio of the game. So you couldn't
Kind of terribly. It would be like, they cut the audio of the game, but it's still being picked up on the dude's fucking microphone he's playing, so you still like, fuck. Like, it's just stupid shit. Like, okay, well.
But, like, they were making the effort because it was going to be on live TV, and they were broadcasting on the Xbox for anybody could watch it. Then Ubisoft is just like, yo, fuck... nudity, whatever,
titties,
tits,
no, but
sex.
it just starts off like not even. No, it says Far Cry. It says
Far Cry, and it says Ubisoft Montreal. A fuckable production gets
it says
fuck.
Trial. It's just fuck.
Oh, sorry,
yeah, it's fucked Trial. It's like
no,
and like the dude's face in for a couple seconds.
Production.
No, it's not fuckable. It says fucked. It goes. It's hard to go. Like it just kind of like does that
because the dude's face is like flashing in at the same time too.
So. But anyway, yeah, it was just like, oh, yeah.
And then it just cuts to gameplay.
We were watching it on the Game Trailers live stream. I wonder if, like, on cables, whoopsie! And there's, like, fucking, like, hands and shit and, like, bars disappearing. I don't know.
People have been posting on Reddit and stuff that, like, the only time that the, like, you know, that feedback bar thing on the Game Trailers site, as soon as that nudity came on, it was just, like, just shot up to, like,
really?
Everyone loves this! Like,
so
But
yeah,
like if you guys haven't seen it, like I was talking about how I was interested in the Far Cry 3 on our website down way below.
I believe that is the first article.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay, first article. Anyways, fuck yeah, That's just
Yeah.
fuck yes. I turned to Dan and went, where can I pre-order this? Can I pre-order this?
Me and Riccio were
pre-order
skeptical
now.
on Far Cry 3. We were like, okay, it's gonna be another Far Cry game. We saw this like gameplay and trailer. We were like, okay.
I was skeptical, but I knew it was gonna be fun no matter what. But
Yeah.
we like you said, I thought it was okay. Here's another Far Cry game. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be Far Cry, and
this just looks fucking ridiculous.
Phenomenal.
The
it's the
actual
villain that
story
makes it.
pieces. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. He totally does.
Voss,
I think.
Voss sounds right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Definition of insanity.
I'm coming for you, Voss. Yeah.
I found
but like,
the actual actor does him, and he looks exactly like him and everything. But
what's he from? Like
he's just from indie movies. Like he hasn't been in anything big.
I think he was in some HBO shit too, because
from his
We'll
acting reel,
IMDb it
no.
after. It's fine.
From his like clip thing, one of his best thing.
We'll IMDb it in the car.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
but
anyways, like
he's
just
an embodiment of like insane.
Oh,
he's a very Joker vibe.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But like, there's this point
he's
where
setting up all the TVs.
Yeah,
and
that was
stuff.
gonna say. I was just gonna say, you go and you sneak into this area, and he knows you're gonna go into this building, and you walk in, and there's these TVs on the wall, and it's like playing shit, and you're like, but there's TVs on the roof, and they're kind of.
He's like, you fucking sneak into my house,
yeah,
and like shit starts lighting on fire, and you're like, oh,
what
Jesus,
fuck!
And he started escaping. He's like, oh, some motherfucker finds him. Give him $2,000, and he put against me his fucking head. Like just screaming, like you can feel like he's pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit!
Like that is going to be an amazing fucking villain to go against. Like,
well, the thing is, they tease at the end that you're a
villain
schizo, and that you might be a schizo, and that he is.
But you don't even really know
No.
because he's also the leader, but
of the opposite faction.
Yeah.
But then he's like, "You enjoying my sister's company?" I was just like, "That sister?"
But that wasn't even you banging her at the start. That was.
well, you
somebody
have
else.
the tattoo.
Yeah.
You've got the tattoo,
But it
so-
wasn't your voice, which was weird.
There's a lot of weird shit about that game.
Yeah,
and
so
But but then you've got like the Doctor trailer too, where he keeps giving you drugs. And it's
Well,
like,
he starts you off with drug stuff, but the thing is that the last lines of the trailer are "I am you and you are me,"
yeah.
which is the last thing like whispers before it fades out. Just like, okay, this is gonna be a fucking
there's-
crazy storyline. Then.
yeah,
That section where like he gets stabbed in the chest and then pulls the thing out and he goes into that weird like TV
Trance,
trippy land.
yeah.
Like that shit's. If
Yeah.
that game is gonna have,
They're
more
creative
of
as
that,
hell. They are
That's
really
gonna be
Ubisoft.
fucking
Yeah,
insane.
like kudos.
Yeah.
Like this is how they started their fucking press conference.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
Okay,
this
like,
is
good.
plus voice of the year dude is out here and like
Yeah.
yo, check out Far Cry 3. This is gonna be the
Don't
best
stop
game.
talking. Just repeat that
Yeah.
line a couple more times.
And then they're
We're going Dan Hay.
No. You're minding,
then after that they're like, oh well, also here's another look at Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Blacklist, yeah.
I don't remember what that gameplay was.
I don't know. We skipped
It actually showed.
I think that was like an actual trailer.
Yeah, that was a
I think
trailer.
that's when they showed a trailer because before it was just like gameplay. This ends.
Yeah.
First DLC Xbox. This time they actually had like a trailer and they talked a bit more about like the game. And
Yeah, sorry, you said trailer too. Okay, yeah. So.
Yeah.
After that, they showed Avengers: Battle for Earth, which I think seems like some sort of.
They talked it up being like the most craziest Marvel fighting game ever. I'm like, yo, that's called Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if it's actually. We don't know if it's gonna be a fighting game or if it's gonna be like Marvel Ultimate
Or
Alliance
like a brawler or something,
yeah,
or God of War
something
action,
like
character
Anarchy
action,
Reigns
yeah.
or something. With I don't know.
We have no
It could be
idea.
anything. They
Going
showed a
into Georgia.
trailer.
Avengers Battle for Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also weird that it's made by Ubisoft for some
Yeah.
reason. 'cause-
I thought THQ would have picked it up, but they're going insolvent. So,
yeah.
So far we had Far Cry going up. We had Splinter Cell, which I was still excited for. Pissed that it's not Michael Ironside, but it still looks like.
But it was a cool trailer and stuff.
And then it was like Avengers, like okay, like that's
Neat,
whatever.
awesome.
Cool, but
And then it was like Rayman Legends.
and we
busting
were
out.
like, okay, another Rayman game.
Yeah.
And they
It looks pretty fucking
showed
cool.
some Wii U stuff on
Yeah.
it, and how it's like the fifth player is this like touchscreen controlled
Yeah.
guy called Murphy,
And he like ports around the fucking depending on where you touch.
and you
on
do
the
like
Wii U.
musical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was really
influenced
fucking
rhythm,
cool.
gameplay.
rhythm platforming was it was a really cool scene.
When it was like they like because they showed from Murphy.
They played basically a basic
Yeah.
level that was kind of showcasing
Yeah.
Murphy's abilities.
and then they brought Murphy and another dude to this other level, but like Murphy
Showed the
on
little
the,
camaraderie by like
Yeah.
him killing Murphy.
Yeah.
on Wii U. On the
Goldars.
Wii U screen had these touch points for Murphy that the other dudes didn't see.
And also these like swipe points
yeah,
and stuff.
and if
Yeah.
you didn't, if Murphy didn't do that shit, you could not go through that
Well,
level
no, you
anymore.
could, but it was like you had to do like the jumps and
Yeah.
stuff yourself and time it better. But
Yeah.
But but it was all to the music of like you get like a cymbal.
And if he missed the thing, it wouldn't play that part. Like
it was cool. I don't know. That alone was like, you know what? The Wii U could have some pretty cool shit on it.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
That was awesome. It was like, oh yeah, you know what? Fucking Ubisoft. All right.
The great part about that game was like, okay, we're gonna do this next part. Everyone, turn your speakers up.
Yeah.
Get ready to listen to this. And like, so you're listening to music. You're like, yeah, this is great. The second it gets to like the finishing part, the presenter guy's just like, yeah, good night, yeah. And it's like, oh Jesus.
Yeah. Just like you're probably gonna get from that now.
Yeah, perfect.
No, and then he's like, thanks, good night, guys. Like, fucking go check it out. And then just yells, like, peace, and just leaves.
And then Aisha Tyler comes back on stage.
Yeah, it's like
she's like banter and stuff.
Yeah. And then we're like, okay, you know, that was a sick trailer. And they're like, zombies on the Wii U. And it's Zombie U. And we're like, what?
No, they said just new IP. And
yeah, new IP.
It's like new survival horror IP. That's what they said. And then they just
played this trailer, which had kind of like Dead Island cinematic trailer vibes to it.
Yeah, of like picture,
like
but
the
like
frozen
they
action type
3D.
stuff.
But they mentioned it was going to be for the Wii U before they showed it.
Yeah.
Because I remember while the gore and shit was being shown, it was like, that's
on the
on a
Wii? Okay, yeah.
And then it was like, yeah. And then it just ended. It didn't show what it was, but it was like, yeah. I don't know what that was, but it was sick.
But like, well, the best part that really did it for me was their music choice to go with this freeze frame. It was God Save the Queen. And like, so yeah, it was set in Britain and stuff like that, but like, just the voice that they had singing.
It was like a super like opera
singer, like really deep, really like emotional,
like an award-winning performance of this song.
Yeah,
it's just like zombies just.
But it was just like the hairs on my arm were just like when I was hearing him sing and like watching it, it was just like. This is kind of giving me goosebumps. I like this. Is pretty fucking cool.
Well, like what it was like, oh, he's gonna kill himself. He's gonna kill him. Oh, he's already dead. Just kidding. Oh, he's hitting a zombie. He's hitting a zombie. Oh, he's gonna fucking die. Oh, he's gonna do this. Oh, he's gonna die too.
Yeah, it's like just showing everyone getting fucked up. And like I just couldn't. Yet again, like one of those things where it was like that was a super gory trailer of like the dude. And you see the bullets already out the back of his head and like explosion out. And it was like. This does not seem like a Nintendo friendly.
Yeah.
A lot of brutal stuff this year.
Yeah.
With the Tomb Raider.
And we should mention that, like, during Splinter Cell and Far Cry 3, there was already so much use of the word fuck and motherfucker.
And killing of animals?
Well, killing animals, not so much yet.
That started with tigers in Far Cry
3. It was like, shoot the cage.
Which was also what Aisha Taylor said.
She said... that trailer makes me want to get a pet tiger, use it as a weapon, and then shoot it
in the face.
Yeah, and
I was just like,
it was just like,
what
did you just say?
But she just said it. She's like, all right,
and then just kept going, introduced the next thing, just like
that so much of what was said.
That was not teleprompted at all. No. So I want to kill a tiger after using it as a weapon. Maybe wear like a hat.
So anyway, after Zombie U, they Ubisoft went ahead and showed us some. New Raving Rabbit as well as Fitness Evolved, I think a little bit better. Just a quick
that was just in a hype trailer type thing.
These things for the Wii, I think it was for Wii U.
Oddly enough, on Nintendo the next day, they showed exactly the same hype trailer.
No, really?
Yeah, so that was...
I feel like...
Ubisoft invaded every other press conference except EA's, which was kind of awesome.
Is that Ubisoft's conference sold me a Wii U more than the Wii U Nintendo's conference did.
Yeah.
Just like fucking...
Fuck that Zombie U game?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Also the Rayman.
Yeah, Rayman. If we get Wii U's, I want to play Rayman.
Yeah, I'll probably pick one up. I'm probably pick one
up. You can.
Well, Vita's my next console.
Oh yeah,
and then the next Xbox.
Yeah,
and then PlayStation. I don't know. It all depends on what's the launch title for the system.
Anyway,
we'll not get into that now. We'll talk about that.
After all that stuff, they showed some Assassin's Creed 3, which they started with the trailer, which they then went and showed us some gameplay, which looked phenomenal.
Yes, and that the whole time during that trailer, I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, and I kept being like, oh. Dan was just there like, yep.
Well, I'd already seen it.
Yeah,
but the day of, we were like, Ubisoft, yeah, what the hell?
It was funny because every moment that they hit, that they knew that they were showing something cool, you'd have me and Dan look at each other like, at the same time, like, yeah. Look back at the screen like, shit.
Like I think the whole time I was being recapped, I was just like, head was kind of back a little bit.
Well, you went through our full 12-hour experience of E3 in
like an hour.
An hour. It's like, this was awesome. Fuck the banter. It's just like,
and I was just like,
yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Resident Evil
Assassin's-
6.
Yeah. The fuck did you show me this for?
But for Assassin's Creed 3, they showed some climbing in the trees, which was finally shown, which looks
It
fucking
really
awesome.
smooth the way he kind of pushes by.
They showed
And
more
hops around the trees and the camera.
PS3 or Wii U?
It was PS3.
It was PS3.
It was PS3.
But I mean, no. At the next conference, they showed it again. The PS3 conference or the Wii U one?
It was a PS3 conference.
The PS3.
The next thing
okay,
they showed.
because that's when they showed some more climbing around.
Yeah.
That looked awesome.
It looks very smooth and very polished. The animations of just how he grips the tree, and it's not so much. Pushes along, does the hop. There was one where there was a fork in the tree, and he hopped onto the fork, and one foot was in front of the other. One knee was bent more. The other one was kind of poised to push off the tree. He was gripped up higher, and the other one was lower. Like it's
on the PS3 one. Actually, he jumps into one of those forks, and from a higher up, and the way he lands is he kind of like hangs on, and he has like his legs kind of up, and he slides down like a nice kind of like there was no like land, do it, hop. It was like
all fluid and
like it looked really sick.
Which with Splinter Cell and Assassin's Creed, they're really trying to make the kind of more blocky animations from their past games just
really fluid.
Yeah.
And that's like even the only time I noticed one piece of blocky movement was when in the gameplay, the dude jumps down to go underneath the fort, and there's this little section where he jumps from one ledge to another, and it just kind of, and then like his character.
That's kind of how you know that it's like
fair enough. But like it just that was the only time I noticed it.
You know, some dude who's been working on that like sees that and he's like, "Fuck, I thought he's like hiding everything, but no."
But like
fired.
But even the combat, they did the really nice combat, and I don't know if it was the AI kind of screwed up and it did the whole like Assassin's Creed where like one of the AIs.
Well, I'm gonna swing and you're totally not there. Like, yeah, the great Assassin's Creed game.
I think you even said that during. You're like, Assassin's Creed game. So it's I don't know. It seems it's something I'm gonna be getting.
Yes,
and it's just it looks good. It looks pretty polished already. They did a good job of basing it in the forest, which was something that a lot of people were like.
The way you're getting slowed down by the snow.
Yeah. Well, that I saw with the the soldiers first. I was like, well, is he going to be slowed down by the snow, or are you?
Actually, on a horse, and you just kind of like
it just goes through it, and I'm like, are you going to be slowed down, or are you just going to be because you're, native? You can just be like, or like
Yeah.
But they did a good job of like exaggerating the movements of like.
And they showed in the PS3 gameplay during whatever conference, whenever he was jumping, they'd have like a jumping scene, and it cut through all 4 seasons. Went from like snow being gone to being sunny fall and then rainy season, like this, like, and it's cool that the game will take place.
Well, that was a gameplay. That was more trailer.
Yeah, it was a trailer, but I mean, it showed. I don't know.
It showed that
after they're like, "Yo, what's up, Ubisoft? Showing another conference. Yeah. What's up, guys? More Far Cry 3, more Assassin's Creed. Let's go!"
Every time they bust out, that one dude would come out.
Dan Hay.
No, what's his name?
The French CEO.
Yves Guillemot.
Yeah.
Will come out and was like, "What is he gonna show, man? This is good."
And we have.
I can't even.
We love that guy because he's super soft spoken.
Oh yeah,
it's just like
he's the CEO. And he's
just like we've got a good game for you. Like
people's minds are blown out the back of their head, and he's like, "You enjoy that? Good.
It's good, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But
okay.
After the Assassin's Creed 3 craziness, because that was mind blowing to finally see it in action.
Yeah.
They showed some Shoot Mania, which is the part of the 3-part like Track Mania, Shoot Mania, and Quest Mania.
Yeah.
The funny thing about this is they showed a esports team, kind of 3v3, 3 chicks, 3 dudes. And somebody said on Twitter, like directly after that, they didn't.
A lot of people are saying a lot of stuff on Twitter, but it's usually only one person saying something. So you don't really know.
The one dude who said it got retweeted a shit ton, which I think kind of pushed like, oh, maybe he's saying the truth, but I don't know. Yeah. But people were saying that it wasn't happening live.
That it was a pre-recorded
3D
thing,
from Twitch. But well, either way, the game looked sick. So whether or not it was being played there, if it wasn't, that's fine. I understand the technical difficulties that you'd have trying to have 6 laptops, Wi-Fi,
just dragged out and put with 2 spectator ones.
Yeah.
While having the game load up, not nothing fuck up. It's understandable.
It still was gameplay of a match of that game. So
and it looked fun.
I like how it's the like charge one shot. Thing. It's like.
But you were talking about the spectator camera. and that looked really sick.
How you can like zoom,
Yeah.
you could view it in RTS mode basically,
and it had
if you're
like the
watching
people with little
running
circles.
around.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So that
good.
was
I see
really
that
neat.
working really well for esports of having two spectators.
It's funny,
one
it like
RTS.
Dota almost because it had like the up, top, down with the circles. And they were like,
Yeah,
funny.
that's what I saw.
but I don't know. The game
And they
was
had the whole like competition thing of girls versus guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, if Aisha's girls wins, she gets to keep hosting the press conference
Yeah.
when Toby goes backstage. If Toby guys win, he gets to host press conference, and the guys won anyways. And she was like, "Nah, I'm gonna keep hosting.
Yeah.
Go away."
He always finished too early. She like fucking made fun of his goddamn everything.
Yeah.
The banter's good. That's good.
But no, what was cool is the game mode they were playing was a 3-on-3, except for it was 1 versus 3 round based. And what happened is the person who's won gets the insta-give gun, which kills them all in one shot. The people on the 3-player team had rockets that you had to hit her twice, or the other person twice to get the kill. So it was, and it has to be twice in a row, I think. Or
Yeah, they had a
within
little bit
seconds or
regenerating
something.
or something like that.
So it was really cool to kind of have like this awesome mechanic where you have one dude just like playing this intense mode, and I don't know. It was really, it was
Everyone
neat.
else is trying to work together. To
Yeah.
take down
Instead of being
this
like
guy.
team deathmatch or bomb thing,
Yeah.
like capture, it was I don't know, it was cool.
A new mode.
Yeah.
And like all this like player created map or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then after that, that kind of fades out, and then Guillermo came out, and he was like, "Yo, we got this new IP. You guys
It's
maybe
cool.
check it out. We got this new guy coming out. He'll talk to you about it." And then they showed this trailer for something that we were
that was like all this like really scaring people into using like.
Oh
without
yeah, when I was
using
doing it,
technology.
I was holding my phone and I was like,
Is this shit gonna kill me? Like, what's
Shit.
happening here right now?
Google whatever, using all your information to either sell you stuff or use you or know everything about you. You're like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is hitting
like-
home.
like I was like, oh shit.
And then
And then it talked about the blackouts.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
blackout,
US.
but it wasn't that. I don't think that was actually
I don't know if that
what
actually
happened. That was the reason why it actually happened was a generator blew.
Yeah.
And some dude did not release the virus because if some dude had released the virus, there would have been a hell of a lot more like lockdown.
We should really look that up because
I
I
don't
wonder
think
if that's true or not.
I don't think
'cause-
it
But
was.
but
Anyways.
the point is in the conference is that trailer ended and the dude comes out and is like, yeah, we're trying to do some interesting stuff with CTOS, and he
which
was
is
explaining some
this
stuff.
thing that was kind of hinted at in this like.
Yeah.
Which then we thought the game was called CTOS.
Yeah, because he kept saying in our CTOS
Yeah.
we're gonna do all these things and
Like,
stuff.
oh, okay. And then it's just kind of like, well, whatever. Instead of talking, we're gonna show it to you.
And he walks over, he picks up a controller.
And he just starts playing this fucking crazy,
Gorgeous,
ass
like fucking.
Deus Ex Grand Theft Auto fucking game.
But like you said, like the code physics.
Yeah.
Of that looked fucking.
just the animation
rain,
throughout the entire game.
reflections,
Yeah.
Everything.
The fact that he goes
in
into
the
a
game.
club where everybody's uniquely doing different animations and looks uniquely different.
Yes,
and,
like it's not the
lighting.
it's not the crowd like
They react to your presence,
Yeah.
like when you walk in, the like girl that you encounter later.
Yeah.
She's
It's
on
like-
the phone is
she's like-
like kind of looks at you and like walks away.
And like the dude who had the drink thing, there was him and there was another one who was similar to him, but I kept my eye on
that
him.
QR code
Yeah.
came up and we were like scrambling for our phones.
Then we're standing in front of the TV with the fucking phones out. We're like, yo, he's gonna show the QR code again. He's gonna fucking. Then we're like, oh, dude, should I back up? Or, no, I don't want to stop this fucking. Like, and someone on Twitter's like, yo, so where it leads to. So somebody was on it.
What was it?
It was a website for the actual like event, the DOT convention that in game was they were showing.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a Marco
It's like an
art
art,
thing, and it's like it brings up an Outlook prompt
Yeah.
to like
It's
request
like, hey, you should send us
tickets
an
or
email to see
something.
if you want tickets for whenever this is happening, but it's not something.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
actually
really
gonna happen.
weird kind of.
So send an email. I'm like, yo, let me know when there's gonna be tickets. But
you broke the fourth wall. They can't
yeah.
get to do anything
Yeah.
now.
But the thing is that no, you said something about drinks.
But like
You know how you said in what was it, Max Payne that the drinks look fucking
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
They showed Resident Evil 6. Dude, that is the fucking most stupidest thing. Drinks in a glass? Fucking mind blowing. How that
the
looks.
liquid in it.
Yeah. Like Chris is like, yo, hit me with a fucking shot of whiskey. And he like pours it in. I'm like, and it's like sloshing around, and he goes to bring it in, and it's like, and it goes like fucking in his mouth. I'm like, what the fuck? What did I just watch?
You know you're
Resident
really,
Evil 6 Drink Simulator of the Year.
you know you're really hardcore gamers
I think
when
with
the
Max
liquid
Payne
physics-
and Resident Evil coming out this year, that's going to be another Game of the Year category for us, I think.
drink physics.
We've got Game of the Year, we've got
Lowest
Teammate of
bid
the
of the
Year,
year,
and
we've got,
now we're going to have Drink Physics of the Year.
Yeah.
Biggest
With
bow.
inventory system.
Biggest bow.
There's so many bones.
Actually, that's a really good one. Okay.
But like
I know who your vote's for.
it was fucking insane watching all the guys with the different animations because there were I saw two servers with the like square box things, and
QR code heads.
Yeah,
It
the
said
QR code.
Drink? Question mark.
yeah, but like I saw two of them. One was on the main floor where you were walking around, and then if you looked in the background, there's another
Another
one
guy like kind of
Yeah.
on the
doing
on the
stuff,
thing.
yeah.
But he had completely different animations than the guy who was chilling on the floor. I was
And the way he got into the club, by the way, was like
hacking and...
Yeah, so the gameplay element is that your character's cell phone can
you're kind of linked into everything.
Well, we should give context of why we were talking about the blackout. So with this, the city that he's in, which looks like New York or some sort of one with the above ground,
big urban center.
Chicago, maybe?
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
They said it was
somewhere on the...
Yeah. So it said it on the top.
Okay.
Chicago.
Anyways, this city, because of the blackout that was released by supposedly some dude with a virus that caused the blackout in 2006, it was. They now have what are called CTOSs, which is like, I can't remember.
Central Operating System or something like that. Yeah,
Central Terminal Operating System or something like that. And that they control the city, they control all the power, the cell phones, everything's controlled by this.
So your power in the game is that you've hacked into this system.
And you can adjust it, and you can like...
The way the guy explained it is you control the city
system and small...
You control the CTOS in the city, yes.
Yeah. But it's they have like a scanner, like you see, like you're scanning people trying to figure out who's an employee.
You're grabbing like data off their cell phones.
Yeah, there's like one's like and they have like a probability of violence. Was one of the meters that was there, and
when
like
you were running away from security guards.
Yeah, actually on the separate trailer,
this guy.
The separate trailer that wasn't the one that was played live. There was like one of them pops up, tells you like somebody's like AIDS positive.
Yeah, HIV positive.
That's in the live one too.
Yeah, is it in the live one?
But it's like.
Just all these crazy facts about people.
Yeah, but like
also the salaries, which you noted that like
27.
The security guards are really underpaid compared to everyone else.
No wonder they're pissed.
But it's like they showed like he kind of showed they showed you the ability that he had. Then they brought you into the club and they brought in some story context where
the abilities that he had was like one to disrupt all cell phones or electronics around him.
Communication jammer.
You could change,
which also knocked out the TV screens.
Yeah, so I think it's just there's like an EMP type of thing. There was like raising and lowering bridges. There's traffic lights.
Controlled trains. Trains that for like 2 seconds.
And I don't remember if there was anything else I can think of.
Those are the only 4 out of that big wheel that they showed.
What it was they like you got into the club, you were there, so you ended up meeting this other dude who you had this banter with, who you kind of hate, but at the same time you're together.
He's like your gun dealer.
Yeah, he's your gun dealer. So he passes you a gun, and at the time I'm just like, gun? What is this?
What's going on here?
And then you end up getting caught by this lady who you use yourself as bait to get this artist to come to the show because he's DeMarco.
Frank DeMarco? What's his name?
I think so. I don't know if it's Frank, but whatever.
No, it's DeMarco something. So then he...
Bad year for the DeMarcos.
Yeah, really, Jesus Christ.
Bad spoilers.
Oh, anyways. God. So you use yourself as bait, and so you get called and the security tries to stop you. But there's this moment where it's actual combat, where you walk up to the security guard, he goes, stop, and you whip out like a riot baton.
You smack down his gun.
And you smack down his gun, and it's like this great, neat, flowing sequence of like combat where hit a wrist, hit his shoulder, hit a knee, he drops down.
And then you're waiting until he looks back up.
And then you hit him in the face, and he drops, and he's like, but he's not fully out. He's gripping his face.
Ow, that really hurt. And the guy just puts the stick away.
Like
$27,000 a year is not enough for dealing with this shit.
Yeah, like
the lady that takes phone calls is like $45,000.
I think if you would have waited, no, it was like $87,000.
Yeah, something crazy.
I think if you would have pulled up a baton and just waited, the guy would have been like, you know what, fuck it, like just I can't even pay for the damage you're about to do to me.
But like the combat
that'd be a sweet AI. I would have been like, yo, this game fucking knows everything. If you could point out your cell phone, like, dude, I know your salary. Just if you want me to hit you in the face, just
it's like I'll do it. I'll win. But like,
but the
I know you can't afford
this.
Just he's like, yeah, man, you know, I work. I'm trying to get a second
I've got
job.
a wife.
Pulls out his cell phone. He's like, if I pay for the damages, I'll be able to get that boat.
My wife's pregnant.
It's like oblivion to the max. Like they got lives that they're like considering before they do choices. And like, fucked up. Anyway.
It's just like the security guard. It's just like the security guard's like
really heartfelt conversation with the security guard. Other dude trained Krav Maga comes up, just
starts like crying. He's like, my wife.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he's like on the sidewalk with like you're giving him a cigarette. He's just crying. He's like,
look, I gotta go do something. But I'll be right back.
I didn't get trained very well.
You'll be all right, man. Just.
It's like you pat him on the back, like here's 50, like get your wife some chocolates, like we're done here. Like
here's a gun, just deal with it. Just So yeah.
But like the combat was really smooth, and then you jam a stoplight.
Well, before you go that, you walk outside and suddenly it's raining, and then you're treated with wind on the lampposts that have like little flags on them. There's a train going by that shoots dust, and then it changes the rain a little bit.
Yep.
And there's like reflections on every
drips,
light.
There's
people walking by.
Drips.
There's drips. There's cars. There's like reflections of everything perfectly, and you're like, holy fuck, what is this game? It must be next gen.
Yeah, like.
And
just
apparently not though.
Yeah.
The Ubisoft CEO went up. He's like, no man, that's 360, PS3, and PC.
Yeah.
The demo was running on a
high-end PC with 360 controller.
Yeah. But like even still, like that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I love it. I want it. And like, but then like at the end where I guess I watched the whole thing, but you were saying it cut actually at this point. At the end of the trailer, there was what was it? Intrusion or something?
Well, okay, here. The live demo is the one that they actually wanted to show, but there is a trailer that leaked because it was given out to press.
Minutes before.
Yeah, given out to press to put up on websites and stuff.
Yeah.
As like, hey, here's the trailer for this thing, and that doesn't have this reveal at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
But before we get to the actual intrusion thing, whenever he activates the traffic lights and the cars actually smash into each other...
There's beautiful crumple physics.
There's crumbling physics, but the crash almost looks a little scripted, which is I'm fine with. But what I find interesting is if they work it into the real game, you see like there's somebody who's walking by on the pathways.
He's just got an umbrella.
He's got an umbrella, and he's just like, holy shit. He fucking walks up to like a girl
helps
in the car.
The girl out of her car.
Like, we gotta get out of here. And then like he walks off with her, and there's like other people trying to like escape.
Well, one woman gets like shot through a car window, and like the partner who's in the car is like I can't remember the name. He's like, just wake up, and you open up the door and you're like, dude, get the fuck down on the ground right now, and you're just like, oh my god, like. And the flame physics, like the
gas station explodes.
The slow motion pistol shot is like,
and like the rain is like,
it's when you shoot and like the muzzle flash or flare or whatever it goes, the rain goes like.
No, but did you see the rain backlash off
the
hand?
Yes.
Like it wasn't just the muzzle. Like when the piece went back, little rain droplets went and flew off the end. It was like.
What the fuck is happening? Right, me and Riccio were watching that live while we were trying to do this, like tweeting and stuff, and he was like on the ground, and I was just like, what is even
standing up,
happening?
Just like holding a laptop, but like I want to say like this video was 15 minutes long. For about 4 minutes, was 9?
Yeah.
For about 3 or 4 minutes of that we were yelling, like not yelling at each other, but just like we couldn't use words. It was like, whoa, like just nonstop, and we just couldn't understand what was happening.
It was fucking amazing.
Seeing Microsoft happen, EA happen, and the kind of build up of Ubisoft going, nothing had prepared us for being like, yo.
And they basically presented this like the thing that made this great was Yves Guillemot came out and was just like, hey. Just new IP, check it out. We hope you like it. Like totally, just like he knew what was coming.
Yeah. Like, and there's no way that he was just like, yeah, guys, we got this sick new thing. He was just like, it's good, it's new. We thought of it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like the Microsoft conference was like, oh yeah, we forgot about this one. Like,
and they're smiling.
Well, they're not like, yo, fuck you guys. Yes, no, I love this shit. This guy's like, enjoy.
I hope.
And people are like,
but he's like.
The designer, the main designer, whenever he walks off, then he's like. I can't remember. Everything's connected.
It's at the booth. Mike drops the mic and just
like, but it's like talk about the intrusion part.
Yeah.
Like, so after the end, you kill the dude.
Yeah. So that's where the split is. When you kill the dude, there's an intrusion, and that's the live demo, and then the other one
is he just books to a car the other way, drives off, and like puts up a bridge.
But before that happened, we're like, okay, maybe this is really scripted. Maybe they don't have like the world built. There's no cars and driving yet, because everything kind of seemed like the crash was like kind of scripted-ish.
Yeah. But when we went back and watched it, we saw on the mini map there was like all these like street lights.
Yeah, there's question marks. Like you could tell like maybe mini maps or mini missions were either planted there or
appearing.
It's already in the game. But yeah, he drives off and he fucking hacks a bridge that lifts up and he makes a jump and whatever. Then that ends. But they show driving physics and everything. Yeah. No collisions though.
Yeah.
Well, he just didn't hit the cars.
Yeah.
So.
But then
like that was
the one that
on purpose. Yes.
The one that I saw was,
and that was the one that everyone saw.
Yeah. Which is why we flipped their shit the second this happened.
Because the intrusion, you end up it shows
it pulls out to a security camera where it's looking and it says A. Pierce above the guy, and you're like, and then okay, that's his name.
They zoom out to the stage, and then you just have like the second dude just light up,
and he's
the
just
second dude
smiling,
on stage, and he's holding a controller too, and he's like.
He's got the biggest fucking smile on his face, and it's like,
yo, been doing shit this whole time.
Cuts back to the game.
It's just this other dude with like a gamer tag above his head,
and he's like,
he gets a mission like protect this dude.
Yeah, you need to protect this dude for now. It's like
on it. And he does like some crazy parkour shit, and
just like
runs off
fucking co-op multiplayer weird fucking shit.
And then it zooms out, and it's like 8 more names in the city. It's just like watch.
They don't even say shit about it. They're like, yo.
Yeah, there's just names.
And then it's watch_dogs comes up on the screen.
It's just
like flashes, and then it goes solid. Everything is connected, and that's when the designer just like puts down the controller and just smiles.
Hope you like it. Number everything's connected. Walks off. Everybody's like.
That's they didn't even say like, okay, that was Ubisoft's press. They ended like right there.
Just everybody's screaming like no one in the crowd even understands what's happening anymore. They're like just you haven't heard that sound.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
I couldn't form words for like 2 minutes after that.
When we watched it, he just went, okay, Last of Us gameplay, let's go. And you were like, you need to stop this right now. I can't.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking comprehend the like ridiculousness that thing that no one had ever heard of before.
Yeah. It's
fuck.
It's kind of crazy that something like that.
The only 2 new IPs at this show were both Ubisofts.
Yep.
Zombie U and Watch Dogs.
Which is go Ubisoft. Like,
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Spoiler for the other 2 press conferences that we're going to talk about, but Ubisoft won E3.
Oh, for sure.
The best parts of the other conferences, other than
showing up and being like
Beyond and Last of Us,
was
Ubisoft. Literally, like everything they showed was fucking retardedly awesome. Like everything they showed was so creative and different than everything. Granted, a lot of their stuff is similar.
And they had crazy reveals for their games. New stuff to show off. It wasn't just like teasers and stuff.
Yeah, no, it was like, here, we've got, I know you know about Assassin's Creed 3, but here's something completely fucking different that we haven't showed anyone. We want to show you guys.
Yeah, which we'll get to in parts of the Sony one.
Yeah. So that was the end of the Ubisoft one.
And like, Sony was like, wasn't it like right after it or something?
That was an hour after.
Really close?
Yeah.
Okay, it was EA and Ubisoft ones that were like, EA was like an hour and a half, and then Ubisoft started like 30 minutes like right after it or something.
Because whenever you went to get food, Ubisoft hadn't started yet.
Yeah.
So that was that. And then...
I'm still just...
I don't remember, actually.
One of them ended, and it was like 20 minutes real close or something.
Yeah, I think that might have been EA and Ubisoft.
Okay.
Anyway. I remember, because, anyway.
Yeah.
I know EA... Sony was at 9, I think Ubisoft was at 6.
Yeah, I remember.
So Ubisoft would have ended, then, then we had time.
Okay.
Right, so start playing Prototype.
That's right.
Anyway, point is, Sony came up and we're like, okay...
How are they going to
You have to one-up Ubisoft somehow, but we already knew we were going to see some Last of Us or something. So we're like, that's the one thing they've got going from that we can expect will be amazing. Yeah. But other than that, there's like, okay, what are you going to do to try to one-up Ubisoft? Because they aren't even a fucking major...
They just blew Microsoft and EA, like
which are the major companies
like,
who probably spent millions of dollars on so many fucking things, and Ubisoft's like, multi-platform. Look at our games.
Hope you enjoy.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy.
You guys like this?
That's the best part of that press conference, that he's just like...
Well, the best is they're just like, yo, like Sony, you guys like Sony, you guys are immersive. Just play this on anything. Just fucking go out. Yeah. Just enjoy our games.
Yeah, it's like...
EA's trying to like do all this DLC stuff. Microsoft,
Ubisoft is just like
Nintendo are trying to do.
You guys like games?
We like games. We made this game for you.
Yeah, you sound Italian. Point is, so Sony starts off like every other E3 with their awesome created hype videos of just like, yo, look at these sweet games we've had this year. Look at what's to come. Watch this like 3-minute video of just awesome. I don't know. They always get the perfect music,
really good
perfect
hype
shots.
videos.
Yeah,
I love them.
Start off with that, and then David Cage from Quantic Dream comes on the stage, and he's just like, all right, you guys want to hear Beyond?
We didn't want to make a new Heavy Rain because that story was done.
Yeah.
We could have made another one, but we really wanted to challenge ourselves and
do something
make
else.
Something brand new.
Yeah. And
so he says, you know, we came up with this brand new crazy technology like we used in the Kara trailer.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to get an actress to embody our main protagonist, who we're going to follow over 15 years of her life in the course of this game. And it's like Ellen Page. It's just like this weird montage of stuff on the backstage. It's her face.
Like the amount of like tracking balls or whatever, the little dots. There was like literally like
it was just like
just in the
covered.
mouth area.
Yeah.
It was fucked. It was like
you think of like the mocap that's required for that. It's like, okay, so we're gonna outline these 6 key points on the mouth. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to like 150.
That's basically what it was. It was
crazy. Like ridiculous, but perfect at the same time.
Oh, I'm really glad they did because like the semi-stone faced eyes of Heavy Rain were kind of poopy. But anyway, so they go ahead and they showed this kind of cutscene looking thing, which I thought was going to cut into gameplay at some point, but it was in
You were expecting it the whole time.
I was expecting her to be sitting down and like have like a button push, like I don't know if it was going to be like Heavy Rain or whatever. I still haven't seen the gameplay for it. But
the gameplay is apparently kind of a combination of Heavy Rain with some, but not so much showing the buttons on screen.
Okay.
So like, there's a point where you're trying to like shown in the kind of like montage trailer at the end of that like cinematic
jump off the train
part is the where you're like taking possession of the guy.
Yeah.
It's like these dots on screen and you're using the sticks to manipulate those, but it doesn't say like LR stick.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't show the buttons on screen. So it's kind of like you trying to interpret what's going on, but like same kind of idea as Heavy Rain, but not just like, yo, hold these 4 buttons and it's showing you the buttons to hold. So it was kind of interesting.
That's neat. I'm up for it. I mean,
it seems really cool.
That game looks fucking really good.
There were shots with the lighting and just shots of Ellen Page's face or the other guy, and it was just like...
Who sounded like Nolan North.
Yeah.
Also, guy in Watch Dogs. I'm super convinced that he is Nolan North.
Yeah.
For some reason, you don't believe me.
Nah,
it's Ubisoft, so I don't know.
He says
the way he
DeMarco.
Yeah, when he says DeMarco,
and it's like fucking Nolan North right there, and you're like, I don't think so.
It's because the starting part, he masks it so well.
He was also the Penguin in Arkham City.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. It wouldn't surprise me because it's Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Ubisoft usually tends to use him a lot. No.
But like he's changed his voice enough, and you only notice it when he says DeMarco because the entirety of Uncharted 2 was about Marco Polo, so he says Marco a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why I noticed it. But yeah, you don't believe me. But
I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
It's true.
It's possible. It's because I wouldn't be surprised. But
I'm calling it here, everyone watching or listening.
Ellen Page, voiced by
Ellen Page, voiced by Nolan North.
Be great. But
it
no,
seems like it's got this weird like supernatural vibe to it. I don't know if
nothing's really explained.
I don't know
he
if
has
it's
some sort of psychic power.
I'm thinking
stuff.
ghosts.
some dude who's dead. Yeah,
I'm thinking ghosts.
Because the whole thing is what you didn't see was the before when they were
Snakes.
talking about it. Like David Cage is saying that it's all about what happens kind of after death.
Oh yeah.
The beyond like the connection between life and whatever.
There's a point in the
It's
trailer
also called
after the
Two
like
Souls.
montage part where she says she looks up at
Goes.
like the camera and says a name. Let's go. I think they've had enough or something like that. I don't even hear the name.
Yeah, I
it's
forget
clearly
what
like
it was.
you are
It's a
playing
boy's
this
name.
other soul
Yeah.
or something like that. That's
That maybe possesses him, or that's where
looks
that
really
dude-
cool, and
E-
you know
either
it's
way-
gonna be fucking good. Cause
Yeah, either way, the technology behind it, it's kind of insane to be like, man, PS3 can still pump out some pretty impressive stuff.
yeah.
And
You said like, yo, PS3 good for another few years.
yeah, but I mean, when you think
PS4
about it,
what?
is you think that with faces like that, the scenes wouldn't look that great, but like the backgrounds are amazing, and the one quick little cut that they showed with her and all that stuff going on, they were like in a huge street with fires and cars and all this stuff.
A helicopter
Still seem
crash.
to, if it's actually running off of the
Did the
hardware,
rain-
it
Did you?
maintains-
Yeah, the rain
the rain
effects
of-
off
yeah.
the like shield thing
Yeah.
that she.
and it still maintained like solid frame rates from what we could tell. And I mean, if they, I don't know, unless there's gonna be insane loading screens between every single one of those scenes, it'll be fantastic to have like a Max Payne experience of just kind of.
Was there loading screens in Heavy Rain?
There was every time you switched characters and stuff, which were significantly long ones.
Okay, but when you were playing as characters, they just kind of went, didn't it?
But it was always in like you were inside a building, you were inside this, you were inside. You didn't do that much traveling. A lot of stuff.
Yeah,
happened
I
in the
guess
same
so.
areas.
Cut and
At
clip.
the exception
Except
of the
the-
car scenes and all that
Which
stuff.
was that first car scene, fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Just like-
The intensity and oh man, yeah.
man, that game was something else.
Yeah, I want to go through it again on Move. I won't lie. I'll probably do it before this comes out. Give it like another like Quantic Dream.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that was shown. Pretty awesome. Then they moved on to PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, which is their.
Yo, that game is Smash Brothers.
Yeah. At the exception,
Which is not a bad thing.
No,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be good on the Vita. Because I'm gonna play it a lot on the Vita.
Yeah, that's the big thing they announced. They announced 2 new characters, who were Nathan Drake and the Big Daddy. So that also, I think I have every character written down there.
Yeah, Kratos, Helgast guy, Parappa the Rappa, Sweet Tooth, Sly Cooper, Fat Princess, Nathan Drake, Big Daddy, and yeah, that's who you got. Side thing, it's not about this game. A game called Soundscapes is coming out for the Vita and PS3. It is a one purchase, get it on both platforms. I think it'd be really neat if they adopted that with more things on Sony, because that'd be really cool. Because PlayStation.
Well, they haven't said if they're doing that with this yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That'd be really sweet if, let's say, when you buy it off the PSN, let's say, and it's maybe $10 more, or maybe it's the same price, but because it's a PSN to download, you could get it on both your systems.
Yeah. So what they announced was crossplay. Between the Vita and the PS3.
Now, did that mean
a stage demo?
Controller? Use it as a controller, or play it on the screen?
On the screen as well, like connected. So you can be like in a different room playing, and you see everything happening on the scrring.
So I wasn't sure if they were just playing it, using it as a controller, and just.
No, the two people using a Vita were looking at the screen.
That's fucking sick then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the difference between that. And
plus the Assassin's Creed announcement, which we'll get to.
But I mean, the difference between. This in Smash Bros is that instead of being like, you hit someone and they get lighter and lighter or whatever, easier to knock off, you build
more
meters.
Percentage damage.
Yeah, this one you build meters.
It's all about getting hits, building meters, and then when you activate supers, that gives you more chance to score kills.
Yeah.
So.
What we found interesting is kills weren't actually ever represented on screen.
So it's kind of this just like go, do the best you can, and at the end it's like
who won?
Boom, boom, boom.
You won.
You know,
so that was it's neat. It kind of feels stupid because you want to know who's winning,
but
on
at
the
the
other
same
hand,
time,
it's like that little event. Like, oh shit, dude! I think I did really good. Like, what did I? Oh fuck yeah! Like that's gonna be cool.
Especially because they're designing it to be like, get everyone on a couch or together with the Vitas, or like have one person with their Vita and brought their character over, everyone else playing on the big screen. Just this variety of ways to play that game together is just like they want to get people together to play that game.
So other than that, they talked about
Sweet Tooth's level 3 super is getting into his truck as like the mech thing. Stomping around.
And fucking what was it? Him the huge minigun that just kind of like.
I think it was like the level 1 or something.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, other than
level
that,
1s, 2s, and 3s, and they're all like better at killing.
I don't know if there's anything higher than that.
They didn't say if there was, but
maybe
they were like, they're
saving
it for the level 3 super, so.
But anyway, other than that, they talked about some PlayStation Plus stuff. They mentioned that, was it 12 games are coming out during this month for free? Something?
Yeah, they released a full list, but it's like those like 1 or 2 games you get for free every month or so with PSN Plus. Now it's just like this month. It's just like here's just 12.
So including
if you paid $50, those games could theoretically last you for a whole year.
The 3 that they mentioned, well, Saints Row 2, I don't know why the hell that was on the list, but Infamous 2 and Little Big Planet 2 were two of the 12.
Also announced Space Marine was on there.
There was another one that was really good.
Really?
Was it Darksider 1?
No, it wasn't Darksider.
Anyways, even if you had Space Marine...
It was like 7 retail games and like 5
I know Prototype 1 was there,
games.
Really?
Yeah,
I might even just buy it for that.
It was kind of
$50 a year.
I know, but
and
like
you get that
12...
stuff this month.
Yeah, like that's
plus all the benefits over the next year.
That's
to me, even for Infamous 2, because I never had the chance to actually play that.
Infamous 2 retails $40.
Yeah. The thing is, though, is like always, if you buy this and you ever lose your PlayStation Plus or they ever stop that system, you don't actually own those games anymore.
I know.
And if you let it lapse without renewing it before it lapses, you lose everything that you had in that last period. So even if you renew it, if you buy like a 3-month membership and you play Infamous 2 and you're like almost done the game or something, you let it lapse for a day and renew it, you can't play Infamous 2 with that PSN.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of wonky.
Yeah.
So you're in it for the long run if you do it.
Yeah, you should be. You should pay attention, but
okay,
it does kind of suck.
But so other than that, they mentioned Call of Duty for the Vita, which was Black Ops
Did I write it down?
You didn't write the name. It was like
Black Ops
Declassified.
subtitle. Declassified, yes.
Declassified. So that's pretty cool.
They're like, console experience, Vita.
Dude, man, I won't lie. Like at first, like that kind of sounds stupid, but then I was like, dude, if they can somehow get that Call of Duty multiplayer on the go, that's fucked.
That'd be fucking amazing.
I don't know how it's 3G.
Whatever. It's not so much the 3G, but the fact that everybody's on the level,
so it's fine.
Same.
But I mean, as for the actual gameplay, as much as it won't be as maybe smooth as say on a console, the fact that everyone's gonna be on the same playing field, I think it'd be really fun to get that. But
White Vita, that's all.
Won't be the best showcase of your skill, but it'd be fun for on the go or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Plus lens and stuff or Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Like if I'm going through the bus and I can tether.
Yeah. But other than that, they showed Assassin's.
Yeah, Ubisoft rolled out was like, Hey, what's up, everyone?
Your favorite developer.
Here's some Assassin's Creed 3 again. And then they showed some boats.
No, they announced the Liberation.
Oh yeah, they announced the Liberation.
About the Vita, which is Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, was going to star a female assassin and be set kind of at the same time as Assassin's Creed 3, but it's a Vita game and it looks good.
Very good.
Like
still captured all the animations and everything.
Yeah, and they announced a Vita bundle for the game, which is a new white Vita, which I'm still not sure if they're going to put an assassin symbol on there.
Oh, if they put an assassin logo.
What are you
actually?
buy one,
there's the limited edition, like original PS.
Yeah, the 3000s or whatever. Yeah.
I've still got one of those at work for sale, and it's got the Assassin's Creed logo on the back.
Yeah, you can get Star Wars ones and stuff.
It's like $40 right now.
Jesus.
For a PSP, that's... Anyways.
Yeah, so they
announced it. It's a 4 gig memory card, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, and the white PSP Vita for the same price as Vita right now.
Fuck off, really?
So, yeah, on October 30th.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
same day as
4 gig memory card on it.
Pre-order that shit.
What?
It's 4 gig memory card, so you still have to buy the bigger one.
But still, it's the same
comes with
price as a Vita.
Yeah, but the fact that it comes with the 4 gig is you can be like, okay, at least that's something to use for now, and then save
up later.
Okay, obviously I need to download some more stuff. Let's go drop that 100 on that.
Yeah, but the point is that a Vita costs $250. This bundle costs $250.
Oh, yeah, and it comes with a sweet,
so you're getting
sweet ass game,
memory card, and the game that essentially sold us this console, because it's going to be like integrated with 3 as well. Yeah. Which I'm not getting it on PlayStation, so that doesn't really matter so much. But maybe they'll do it through Uplay though. Cool. Which would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Anyways,
but it'd still be nice.
And that coupled with the All Stars Battle Royale being on Vita as well, it's just like okay.
For me, Persona 4 Golden on Vita is gonna be pretty sweet too.
Yeah, that's true.
And anything else that's come out recently, I don't know. Fucking maybe Resistance.
Stuff is coming out on the Vita slowly, so
I want to play Mortal Kombat on the Vita. I heard it's actually like they cleaned it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's really good.
Man, I love how Kazurai was at the Sony press conference and like, oh, he's here. He turns around, and he sits back down.
Yeah, that was right at the beginning.
Shit. Anyway, so then Ubisoft rolled out some new Assassin's Creed 3 gameplay,
which we were really confused because we were talking about how we were going to buy a Vita, and we were just like, is this more Vita?
But it looked like
Holy
jagged edge.
This looks good.
It had some jagged edges. We're like, whoa, that is on
Hold
a Vita.
on, look at the water. What is? No, this is just.
And then they mentioned Connor, and I was like, okay, it's PS3. Yeah, it showed a boat sequence. It had aiming stuff. You shot boats. You mentioned that there was other aiming reticles from other boats.
I'm not sure if that's helpful.
I think it was just helpful, but it jumped into our mind like
it's like is this some of the multiplayer stuff?
Which would be sick to have some boat action multiplayer. It'd be
slow, but just like the one map.
Yeah, just for fun.
Match into that if you want. Yeah,
that was cool.
Shoot somebody else's boat.
Yeah. Other than that, there's Assassin's Creed 3 PS3 bundle as well.
Yeah, which is a $250 PS3. I think same price. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3.
And then they showed some more Far Cry 3, and they're like, yo, here's some co-op.
No, they announced that the whole game, the game is going to have an entire separate 4-player co-op campaign.
Which is fucking amazing.
It's weird because when they've normally had demonstrations that have had co-op in the past on stage,
they've always very scripted.
Like, hey, you should really go check on that box. Yeah, no, that sounds like a great idea, man. Like,
and then open the box and here's this cool thing.
That means later on we can use that for that. Oh, great job! Like stupid shit like that. But this time,
because the way they did this, like. These characters were getting shot and they were falling down and they had to be res.
And they kept the sound loud.
Dan Hay, who's voice of the year, again comes on stage and introduces this, and then he gets like 3 other guys up on stage and he starts playing the game, and they are playing a cooperative game together up on stage because the game is in a fail state.
Yep.
Compared to any other demo, which like especially the Tomb Raider one, you could tell just smacked into trees over and over. It's
like God mode's on.
Yeah.
But what I liked is because the sound loud, they were yelling it. They were just like, "Yo, get some fucking ammo over here, dude! Guys on the left, fuck!" Like, but it wasn't like. It wasn't like they rehearsed forced.
They were just like, "Yo, 3 people come up here. We're gonna play this co-op, standard shooter controls. Let's go." You know.
Yeah. It was like, this is how you'll play it.
Yeah.
This isn't like, hey Dan.
Plus, it was Dan Hay, so
no.
It felt good. I don't know.
One of them is my alarm clock. Wake up.
The co-op
Wake up.
Remind me a lot of the kind of
good IP.
Random mission-y stuff that Darkness 2 had, which is by no means a bad thing because that was fun. Except for this looks a bit more open.
Yeah.
Far Cry. So Still excited.
But they were actually like playing that game cooperatively as to not die during the stage demo.
It actually gave you like a good sense of like, damn, like I will probably be playing like that with my friends on like the hardest mode or whatever the hell. Yeah. So that was cool.
And they were like, Ubisoft, we out again, bitch. Yeah.
Then they rolled out like, we still have the PlayStation Move. It's still cool. Here's some trailers of some games that you're going to use it. And Dust 514 and Bioshock Infinite were on that list.
Yeah.
So Move support.
Yeah. Move support. I don't know. Sure.
Cool.
Those are the two ones.
I'm going to play it with the Move.
And then they busted out the whole like, you guys like iPad last year, so we're bringing out a book. Which was the
longest demo.
Yeah, it was. I want to say 25 minutes long.
Yes.
Ish.
Yeah, it was about 26.
The press conference was an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
third of that shit was.
It was a book that used the PlayStation Eye to point at it, which it does this augmented reality stuff, which also used the PlayStation Move controller, which with the augmented reality looks like a wand. At least with what they showed by J.K. Rowling.
She's writing a book of spells or something like that.
Yeah, it's J.K. Rowling.
Rowling, sure.
So, spoilers, J.K. Rowling's writing the book.
Yeah.
But, like, it's kind of part of Harry Potter, but isn't, because they're not...
It features, like, the areas and characters or something, but not...
But, like, they're not saying Harry Potter.
Because that's, like, the actual game stuff of Harry Potter is owned by Warner Bros.
Yeah, maybe something like
that.
Like,
all of the movies and video game rights are owned by Warner Bros., but all of the intellectual... Like, if they want to make any revisions, has to go through J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I remember her big sticking point for that when the movies were first coming out was they had to be all British cast. And that was her compromise. I remember that specifically.
The thing is, though, with this one is they were trying to show it off, but it was really fucked up. Because they had 4 people on stage. There's 4 TVs, two people, and they were trying to show pieces of the game, but they were all playing the same game, and it cut to certain people, and it was like this really weird choice of how to represent it.
And the people were like fucking up.
Yeah,
it was taking forever.
But the people that were fucking up, it's like because we didn't give a shit. He's like, it's a live presentation. Like you gotta expect for it to be bad. It's like he's joking about it. It's like,
but not in the awesome way that game trailers got. Was like, yo, it's live,
dude,
whatever.
Fucking what the hell's his name? Daniel Kaiser. I even tweeted. I was like, Daniel Kaiser, like at GTTV. I was like, you guys, like fucking, he's awesome right now. He made our day.
Yo. When they're showing up Forza Horizon.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna cut to we're gonna cut to a Halo interview or something. Just have a look. And then like cuts like they're talking about like Forza Horizon or something. Because I was like, well, that clearly wasn't it. Whatever. It's just like.
And when he's actually doing the demo for Forza Horizon and talking about some of the new stuff, he's like, so there's new innovation on the horizon. That's what it was. Just gives the like developer a look, and me and Richard are just like, yeah!
Made a putt. There was a few things that he did actually even on the Tuesday after. I forget what the fuck he was. Because he was doing demos for games.
Okay.
And he was playing, and there's some shit that he was... sound shapes. He goes to the guy, he's like, man, just hit him with some fat, like, drops and shit. And then, like, he's like, I'm a drummer, like, I know it. And then the guy's like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna... He's trying to make this, and he's trying to answer questions, and, like, Daniel Kaiser is like, yeah! It's fucking awesome, man. I love him now. Yeah. He's awesome.
Amazing.
But anyway, back to the Wonder Book.
He was always just like chilling over on that other couch the whole like live stream thing too. Just like, hey, let's go over to this guy. It's just like, hey guys, what's up?
And then you have like, what was her name? Amanda McKay. It's like the camera's like staying on her. She's like,
there was a lot of fuck ups during that game trailer's cast, but it was
day 2. It cuts to her and she's just like. And she cuts like Daniel Kaiser's like just talking. Like, clearly that camera fucked up. Same thing with Justine or whatever. She was like sitting at the TV and it like zoomed in on her and she was done talking. She's like, it just like cuts back to Jeff.
Jesus Christ!
The one time it like wasn't cutting away from Keely. He was like, seriously, you're like fucking this up. That's
you could tell he just like
face, yeah.
Just like fucking serious stare down. It was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah, anyway, so the Wonder Book fucking was a buzzkill, like you wrote. It was just like, this is really exciting, kind of some move stuff.
We got pumped up by Ubisoft. Ubisoft had just been on stage. They're like, yo, new Vita stuff. Like, check this shit out.
Yo, look, you gotta do a Zed with the wand to make fire.
This was the pitch.
Yeah, you gotta do a Zed with the wand to make fire.
This is a live demo.
Oh, look, there we go. Now you gotta open it up with the circle thing. Okay, it's open. Now tilt the book to open the door.
It's not. Tilt the book.
So puts it down, the door open. She's like, Perfect! It's like, oh my god, this is so boring. Like, no one... It looks cool, yes, but it's all clearly not...
It is fucking 25-minute stage demo. Like, what the hell is this, even?
And then, which was followed by PlayStation finally announcing... Well, not finally, but they announced that the PlayStation games are now going to be available on Android and just anything... Android?
They're going to start supporting Android more.
Yeah. And their first... Whatever
they're calling it PlayStation
Mobile.
Was it HTC?
Yeah, HTC is the first one to PlayStation phones or whatever. They're the first people to pick it up.
And I had time to find a picture.
Yeah. Put a fuck if I get one. Which then they were like, yo, here's some God of War Ascension, which our fucking volume started fucking up during the conference. Like, it just cut out to like Jeff Keighley like introing something, which was on our side. It wasn't on the stream.
But we were like, what?
But it was funny because we're like, oh no, we're missing God of War. But none of us really... Like, it's not we don't give a shit about God of War.
But it like looked like God of War, and we got kind of how the new animation style looked, and we were like,
oh, no,
okay.
I'm going to try it on this channel. No, wait, what if I'm doing this? Like, it's still doing God of War. Hold on, we're going to keep messing with this. Okay, I got to restart the browser. Let's just like, they're still
we opened up another stream, flash,
everything
shit
broke
itself and died.
Oh, cuts back to it, like, clearly we know it's still going on.
Yeah.
Oh, he cut that guy's... Perfect, okay.
He cut into that guy's brain.
Okay.
God of War.
Good, God of War, good.
It looks more cartoony, which I think works for it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's more colorful and
the thing
not
is,
trying to look as realistic.
Looking at it now, after seeing games that have animations that transition into themselves, the side roll animation is one thing that is always...
It's like a hook.
Like,
yeah.
Weird, I always see that, I'm like,
Fix
like
it.
you.
Fix this, please.
I want it to be like a roll to like he's already running or something. But anyway, I don't know.
Well, that'd be imbalanced.
Yeah, it would be, but
because you can already roll the hell out of the way out of everything as it is.
But either way, I don't know. It's more God of War. If you liked God of War, you want more God of War, it's probably gonna be God of War.
And they didn't showcase the multiplayer at all.
They showed a little bit more after, but it was like the same level that they showed with you.
But that was a game trailers thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
So
yeah,
it
wasn't a press conference.
I won't say it's not impressive. It's just maybe not what I'm looking for, and it just looks alright.
You mentioned that it was weird to have all those HUD elements.
Yeah, once they finally put the HUD on, which had like 2 counters for like each player tickets or something, and like spells at the top and everybody's health bar and like names everywhere. I was like, holy, that's really crowded. Like,
it looks really weird in a God of War game because a God of War HUD is health. Magic stuff, it's like that big in the top
and like
corner.
number at the bottom, or whatever the fuck the
combo meters on the side beside the
the orbs or something.
Yeah,
anyway, everything's really nice and it disappears.
It's minimalistic in a God of War game, but
which was
all about the blood.
Yeah, and they mentioned March 12th, 2013 release, so that was kind of cool to have a release date.
Slightly solid date.
And then boom, cut to The Last of Us, a Naughty Dog presentation of awesomeness. Which
it's like if that game is everything
fucking brutal and crazy.
It's like everything that they couldn't put in the happy-go-lucky Uncharted. Like, yeah, I'm still killing dudes, but I'm not doing it in a way that I'm smashing some dude's face 6 times.
Like the kind of Uncharted, like you have like the punch, like slow motion, like elbow to the face. Like, oh, that looks painful. But
or like his neck snap, where he's just like, oh, that was your neck. I'm being all cool about it.
Yeah, or like pull you over, like, oh, like
like this was like. The one dude
Kitty got wet.
Yeah, like the one dude
got fucked up into a chainsaw or something.
Like the one dude who fucking got choked out. The veins on the side of his head were starting to like pop. His eyes got bloodshot, and one of them's like a little more red than the other, and he's just like.
My favorite is the dude who hits him with a pipe when he goes through the door, and then he punches him. So he hits him in like the side, and the guy's like, and then like in the face. In the face, and then like the guy's kneeling over, and then just like face down to the ground, and then he fucking like picks him up, and then he like knocks him in the back with the revolver.
Yeah, but like
it's like this weird crunching wet sound in the back. I'm like,
but they did a great job of the dude struggling, trying to get out of. You've got him gripped around the neck, and you've got a gun pointed at the other dude.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to fuck you up.
And you was actually and like the gun's like it's not like dead on first person shooter. Like when he goes to fire, the guy shifts and his gun goes down, and he ends up shooting the couch.
Yeah.
It's like shit like that just makes it
and
like
super limited bullets.
I
think I made a comment when that started. It said, "Man, 4 bullets, time to be a hero, dude."
Yeah.
Like, but it's like the fact that like they did a really good job of making it, instead of where Uncharted, where it was like, oh, there's 30 guards. Well, time to have a firefight. Where it's like, shit, there are 2 dudes. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Really good job of that.
One thing that they mentioned before,
everything that the girl says and their interactions and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I liked.
Crazy.
One
hey,
thing,
good job with all the killing and stuff.
But like it really adds to it, and like it doesn't take away from it. Like with her, I was worried when I first saw the trailer for it that it was going to be a hand holding set piece where it was going to be like grab her hand,
Amy 2.0.
Yeah, Amy 2.0. But like she legit like fucking hurls a brick at a dude, like randomly picks it up herself, and it's just like, hey, fuck you, like.
Yeah, well, I remember them saying somewhere. I don't remember where I heard it. I don't know if it was an interview or something. That they were like, "Oh, we could have taken her out of the game, but we didn't because they wanted to keep her into
challengers."
Yeah, so that they could find different ways to incorporate her into stuff without just cutting her out or forgetting about her.
I think they need her in there to humanize Joel as well too. Because there's a point where after you've kind of cleared out everyone, you hear these guys talking like, "Yo, man, I heard shots, so get him." And you take off your backpack and you make a Molotov.
Yeah.
She's like, "Joel, what are you doing?" And
she's like, "Buck up."
He's like, "Stay here." And he goes out and he throws a Molotov and like burns a dude to death.
Yeah.
And he goes back in the room where she's waiting. She's like, "Jesus Christ, Joel!
What did you do?" And he's like, "You gotta buck up. Like we gotta do this."
Yeah.
It's like
it's crazy.
Fuck.
It looks like they're making I'm Alive into something that it should have been.
Yeah. But I like the fact that
sad because that game's Ubisoft.
Yeah.
I really want Ubisoft.
But like the fact that
it still was fun. It was just niche.
It was concept.
Yeah. But with the fact that Joel is the kind of character, what I'm getting from like the demos and the trailers that I've seen is he's the kind of character that will do anything to keep this fucking girl alive.
Yeah.
It's as simple as I'm gonna burn this dude alive because he's trying to fuck up with her.
We still don't even know what the relationship is.
No, and like
so
I think that he probably found.
I don't
her.
think they say until the game. Gets played.
No, which is awesome. That's what I'm saying. Like
I think probably he found her and it's like because you enter this really swanky hotel and she's like, so did you ever come here like when things before it was messed up?
Yeah.
And he's like, nope, it's a little too rich for my blood. Yeah. Like, so I think he's just probably this well-meaning person who either saves her, is either her.
But he can like fuck people up. So like, what's his background?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
before all this,
like I need to know this because it's like, it's not just some dude who's like kind of shaky fighting. Like I've got a gun, I'll fuck you up. Like he's legit, just like back the fuck up. Like I know how to use this.
Yeah.
And the fact that the AI also, when you take that first pot shot, like, or you see that pot shot,
there's a lot of communication going on. Like, oh fuck, like people hiding and
the dude's like,
oh man, he's got a gun,
and he like, it's not just
everyone's backing up, and
it's not just your fear of their firearms, like they know you got a gun.
When you get hit by bullets, he's coming back down into cover, gets like grazed, and he like falls backwards and like has to hoist himself up off the ground.
And you can really tell it has a Naughty Dog touch of just the random like when he's crouching behind the walls, he's got his hands on it. And
or like when he runs close to a wall, he puts his hand on it,
pushes
like, or like you notice the
take
fingers.
the cover in front of the.
When he climbs up, he just kind of like stretching his fingers out.
Or when he takes cover on like the closet and like the clothes.
Yes, like
that was knocked back into it.
But the thing that we should mention the most is when you run out of ammo and you hear that dry click, which I'd heard from Giant Bomb before that was purposely put in there and the AI knew that was it. You hear that click because you go to shoot the dude and he goes, I know that sound. Now
well, like
I've got
logically, if you were playing that game, you would not have dry fired the gun there unless you knew she was over there with the brick or whatever.
But like they did it on purpose in that to show
it off. Yeah.
To show it off, but like that AI.
I think that game would benefit from not having the HUD.
Yes.
Maybe just the health bar.
Or like you hit a button like
to like
Metro.
check
Yeah,
Metro.
Okay, I got 6.
Yeah.
Metro.
Because if you dry fire the gun by accident, you're gonna be like, oh shit, they know.
That's what I think was really cool about.
The great thing is when he looted the bullets from that first dude, that he
dropped them out of the gun.
Yeah, he picked up the dude's gun and like took them out and put them in his hand and
like threw the gun down. It wasn't just roll over and it's like I got 2 pieces of ammo from them.
It reminds me. What I was curious for is that and
the dudes heard him like emptying the gun.
Yeah, and they're like, shit, like.
But in I'm Alive, you could have the gameplay mechanic where if you knew you were out of bullets, you could still use your gun to be like, back the fuck off. Like, I'll shoot you, but you don't have anything. I wonder if there's going to be a play on that in I'm Alive, because the guy didn't know that he was out of bullets. I wonder if he would have like popped out or if he would have still had the dude as a human shield. If he would have pointed at him and like, I don't know, something could be said.
Dry fired and like the dude that he had holding would like react to be like, oh fuck, all right,
dude, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're gonna play on that, like I'm live. Because you can like back up, and be like, everybody get back, and you can like take some dude and then like knock him out and be like, but you knew you didn't have any bullets. Yeah. And just staying like that as long as you could. I hope they do a play on that.
Yeah.
That was...
And I like that they've really the whole like creation thing, like they, if you saw it, there were a couple other, I guess we'll call them recipes that were there. It was like, you add alcohol in this, it makes this. Where like he just made the Molotov, where it was like you need a Band-Aid, or you need like an alcoholic swap, which was a Band-Aid or it was a gauze wrap plus alcohol is like this better healing set. It was like there were two of them. There was a healing one, and then there was another thing that had to deal with the alcohol in the bottle as well. And like it was just this perfect, simple combination piece, but you had to find, like, you'll have to find those
stuff.
Yeah. Then stock up on it. It's not going to be something where
it's not like he just like goes select Molotov and it just comes out. It's on fire.
Yeah, no, he's like
took it out. He took out the lighter. He lit it.
And
he
he
put the
kind of
lighter away.
So is he made it and he pulled it out right there on the spot, which I didn't notice. I wasn't really looking. I don't know if there's like a multiplier to like make like 4 or 5 of them or something. But I wonder if you can only make one at a time, and you have to use it then on the spot, or if you can like stockpile them and put them in your bag. Because he does take it out.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he keeps only the materials in there.
Lit, right? So
but I mean, like, wonder if you can actually keep a cache of it in the back, or everything you can build, you have to build it and use it there, because that would. Well,
be
cool.
The thing that I saw was he lit it and he held it down low. Yeah. It wasn't like a normal like backup hand thing.
Holding here.
No, it was down low, and the dude saw him and started running at him, and then when he pulled it up to throw it, the guy went, "Oh fuck, what's that?" And then he threw it, and like. It was just the fact that the AI reacted to the threat that was a Molotov fucking cocktail, and that it was like immediately there was a dialogue option, and the dude took a step back, and the guy with the shotgun was like backed out of the room where the fire was happening. Like
the thing is that one thing that really kind of hit me hard is that reading Twitter, there's a guy who I follow who's a game developer who works at like Ubisoft. BioWare now, and EA, he works on Mass Effect and all this. It's Manveer here, or whatever. I'm probably butchering that name, or higher here. He was saying that there's so much effort that's put into the E3 demos that they show, so much pre-coded stuff that is put in there to fake so much stuff that will not happen, or to give like concept pieces, that most of the time it's shocking how much of it is actually either doesn't exist yet or just will never happen, and they're just going to be like, yo, it looks fucking cool, but it's not going to happen.
The thing about that is that Last of Us demo was playable.
Yeah, that was...
But the thing is that's what I mean, is a lot of those demos have a lot of fake scripted things into them, so as much as they are playable, they're playing, like, for example, easy thing of like him hitting the gun, the guy coming out, that's probably not going to happen that well or in that type of fashion, but they put it in. But the thing is, like, little things like her being prepared with that brick, like if you want to walk there, like little things... Yes, it's planned, but
it makes you wonder if
into it.
Because Naughty Dog does kind of think of everything when they're making.
Yeah, Naughty Dog is a different thing. Because Naughty Dog does have that little attention to detail to the tiny things, but stuff like Watch Dogs, the cars crashing, no matter what way he hit those traffic lights, those things were like crashing the same way. So, for example, that entire scene was totally pre-coded. The guy going to grab the girl and all that stuff, like little things like that, or how the guards came, like everything. It's really heavily scripted with like hints of stuff. So as much as you can look at it and be like, okay, looks fucking sick what this game is going to do.
Take it with big.
There's still so much stuff for them to make it do that every time or differently, or just work like that on the spot without it being pre-coded and really linear. Yeah. So I don't know. It kind of made me think about all the gameplay videos that we saw. I mean, a lot of them. If you look at Assassin's Creed, clearly that stuff's going to work the way it was. Far Cry's looked the way it was because it's shooter. It's like that's not. But stuff like Last of Us or.
The gripe I have, everyone criticizing Last of Us right now, saying that is totally scripted, but that entire demo was playable, and people that
were doing it different ways.
Critics who were there and that have played the game are saying like, this all totally works.
Yeah, what I'd say is yes, it's scripted, but if you think about it, is they scripted an area to showcase everything. Yes, that cover system's totally gonna look like that. I'm totally so sure of it. the way that crafting works, yes. The way like you interact with
Oh no,
walls.
yes, they designed this gameplay area to showcase all the different things.
Yes, it's scripted. Like, yes, those people are always going to do that. She's always going to grab the brick and all. Like, that's... I'm sure it's going to happen in the game, but... Yes,
stuff like that is really evident in, like, especially the Rayman demo, where it's like, these are all clearly areas linked together that have no relation to each other just to show off this new character.
Yeah. But, I mean, yes, Last of Us, I think, was scripted, but in a way that's like, this is obviously... Everything we saw was not impossible.
This is because this is what we've built to the game.
Yeah.
And we want to show you as much as we can in this space of the game.
Yeah.
So...
But it just kind of...
Unless it turns out that, like, every encounter has that many crazy possibilities.
Which is totally a possibility. I mean, it wouldn't shock me, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still incredibly excited for Last of Us and what Watch Dogs has and all that. I mean, they're still a long ways off, so it's not like they can't pull it off.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, that was the end of the Sony press conference, which ended on a pretty high note, even though the Wonder book before it.
Oof. But still, Last of Us was...
Yeah. Mind-blowingly awesome to finally see some gameplay.
It's too bad that, like, Ubisoft knocked this one out of the park, because otherwise Last of Us would have been game of the show.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think... I don't know, Watch Dogs really has got me. Far Cry, I don't know what it is, but Far Cry is just it's pulling on my heartstrings. It's just that villain that just... That definition of insanity is that best line where he like cocks his head to the side from the trailer and it's just like
but other than that,
gonna be good.
Other than that was all of Monday, and Tuesday I kind of woke up, I took the day off, I kind of had the Nintendo conference to watch, and I was kind of expecting a lot of information on the Wii U to be really mind-blowing, so they were going to focus on the games since they had a press conference the Sunday
we are going to focus on games first.
We don't really have the time for this. We're just going to focus on games because we really don't have the time for this. So we're going to focus on the... It's like, okay, we fucking get to it. You're wasting like 20 minutes right now explaining this.
They were almost an hour on the ball, too.
Yeah.
Like, they were just 1 hour go. Done.
But, yeah, I don't know. I was expecting them to kind of shock, but the games they started off with,
There's not much revolutionary stuff. We could probably just go through this and be like, yo, this is this
so they showed Pikmin 3 to start off. Me not being a huge
Which was
Pikmin
the best part of that.
Yeah, I like Pikmin 1. I never really played Pikmin 2, but...
I
liked it. It never caught me. It was like, oh, this is really cool, but it's not my thing. So I wasn't really excited for that. A lot of people were freaking out about it because I know a lot of people have been waiting for a Pikmin game. Plus, the way Miyamoto made his way on stage was with little Pikmin AR people, and they looked at the audience.
And he has the little plushie too.
Yeah. He almost threw it in the audience, but he's like, no.
And then did the little bow with it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. So Pikmin 3 was shown. Looked like Pikmin. Then they said they were going to show 23 titles. They weren't really sure. I didn't know.
A lot of it was built into like hype trailers and stuff.
So anyway, but they said it was going to have stuff like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, all the normal apps you're finding on everything.
Amazon streaming, I think, was the last thing.
It's on everything: phones, Xboxes.
They're like, yo, this is going to be up to par.
DVD players, whatever.
It's finally going to be.
And there's one of these.
Never said if it would play DVDs.
I don't know.
Probably not. I'm going to say no.
We'll see. The thing is that
Wii U with Blu-ray.
It's funny because during the conference, so many times it keeps stopping. They're like, by the way, if you guys want to see more information, there's gonna be like another stream. Follow us on Twitter. Like they're spending.
They were really pushing online stuff this year.
Yeah,
they're like Twitter, Facebook, our E3.Nintendo.com.
Weird. Yeah, which I watched that and it was on Ustream and it was okay. Anyway, point is after that they started talking about their Miiverse, which is gonna be their Xbox Live of Wii.
Yeah.
Which is you have friends, you have like your Plaza. Where you could have all your friends and they'd be around little billboards, would be like games they've played or apps they've used, and you can make them have messages that are popping up, or they could draw you stuff or take pictures and send them to you.
It looks fun.
So, it was a little cute Xbox Live thing, which is, I don't know, neat. What they did show is they showed the new Super Mario Bros. U, and they kind of showed what Miiverse can do for it. So outside of each level, you can have your little Miis next to it and be like, oh, I had a really tough time in this level because of the Koopa. So you had like Dark Soul thing going on. It looked neat. It wasn't really awesome.
It's cross-game, though.
Yeah, it was cross-game, which is neat.
The Miiverse stuff is in every game.
Yeah, so it kind of... I think they're really hitting the online thing. With the 3DS, they did a good job.
That turns every game into Dark Souls. That's...
Yeah, which is neat. The thing is that I don't know how hardcore it's going to be, because if you think of the Xbox, we still have voice support and all that shit. Yes, Wii U is going to be awesome, so it's going to look better. You're probably still going to get Call of Duties on it, but are you going to still get it on the Xbox because of voice support and all your friends are there? Of course. So,
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so they showed that. They showed Batman Arkham City, which they spent like 10 minutes on trying to show what was different on the Wii U version.
Armored Edition.
Armored Edition.
Which I don't know if I spelt it the American or Canadian way there.
Armored.
Yeah. Our way.
Yeah.
The proper way.
But same shit, except for when you throw your batarangs, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm controlling it with the Wii U," and you.
Some of the stuff like actually doing the like decryptor thing.
That looked really cool, actually. Yeah, and when the scanning and shit was pretty cool. Like that's nifty as hell. But I don't know. It's still Batman. It's not different enough. Reggie got really pissed at Jeff Keighley actually when he asked me, like, "Is this actually a lot of money? Like, if people are rebuying Batman and Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U, like, is that really worth it?" And Reggie was like, "Yeah, man, it's definitely worth it. Like, what are you talking about?" And I was like, "Okay, well, I don't know. It doesn't seem different enough."
It depends on what they do with that controller.
Yeah, it really does. It'll be a different experience.
We've talked about this before on the podcast.
Yeah,
like
yeah. But I mean, is it gonna be different enough to really worth like $60 again? I don't know.
We'll see. Yeah.
Anyway, they showed some Scribblenauts Unlimited, which is awesome. You create your own stuff, share it with your friends, make...
For example...
Dog with
wheels for legs.
Yeah. And then on game trailers, they made a toaster that was rideable, that had skulls, and shot trouts that exploded. Really cool stuff.
Great.
Yeah, it was awesome. And they like share this online. It's really cool. And then they said, oh, games, here's the list of videos of games that are going to be coming out for the Wii U. They had Darksiders 2, Mass Effect 3, Trine 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Aliens, Colonial Marines, Tank, and Zombie U and all this other stuff.
Half of those are already out.
Already out, and I'd rather play them on other systems. But, hey, if you have a Wii and you don't have another console and you're going to switch to the Wii U, awesome, because then you get to experience them. But,
yeah.
I don't know. Trine 2 actually would probably be pretty sweet on that.
Yeah.
With the something with that. Yeah.
Cool
the Wizard.
Yeah.
The Wizard plays on the touch controller.
Yeah, which would be sick, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Or the, like, Archer chick. Anyway, be cool.
I think that first controller is built for the Wizard.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So then they showed the new Wii Fit, which was Wii Fit, except for you could use the screen for some stuff. In fact,
is it called Wii Fit U?
Yeah, it's Wii Fit U, I think, or New Wii Fit U or something. Anyway, she could put like the screen on the floor, and then she was like jumping on the balance board because it was like a trampoline. It looked really weird. But it had like
it looked weird. It was Wii Fit.
Yeah, but it had like the Nike Plus, like, oh, I'm getting calories and stuff. Oh, check this out. And then this dude's like, oh, I'm beating you. She's like, nope. I had a run this morning, and she pulls out like this little Wii thing, and then she connects it to it, and then it's like transfers her calories from running.
You're talking about stuff that I missed because I was live blogging this from work, and I had like stuff come up.
Yeah, so they were like, check out this new thing we're doing, but it was like just run, or I guess if you use it, I would personally what I would do is use the 3DS with a step counter and like put those as calorie points or something. But anyway, she puts something and it's like, yo, I got 400 extra calories. You better go do your Wii Fit stuff, and then she switches to the TV. Now he's using the little tablet as a screen, and he's doing his stuff. So I don't know. It was Wii Fit. It was Wii, whatever.
They'll sell like bananas and
yeah. And they kept cutting between every game to be like, hey, don't forget 3DS. If you guys want to see some 3DS stuff, like tune in tomorrow. I didn't check it. I didn't check out what that was.
They did 3 new 3DS titles.
Yeah, they showed three new 3DS titles. There was new Super Mario Bros. 2. So they're having a Super Mario Bros. U edition, and this is new Super Mario Bros. 2, which are two separate games. Mm-hmm. They didn't show much except for Mario.
The original new Super Mario Bros. Was on the DS.
Yeah. So this one is Mario was for some reason covered in gold, and he had like the Midas touch on everything. So he touched blocks and everything would just explode into like hundreds of coins on screen, getting like 5 million one-ups a second. It was retarded.
One thing I did notice, he also had the like wingsuit type thing.
Well, the wingsuit was for the Wii version.
Oh,
was Super Mario Bros. Wii U.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, this one was really weird. It was, I don't know, they didn't say much. Like, hey, Mario's golden. Okay, next game, new Paper Mario, which was kind of cool.
I didn't catch the name of that.
No, it was Paper Mario stick or something. Stickers? I don't know.
Okay.
It was just pretty much like Super Mario Bros. Except for when you wanted to pick your moves, it was like stickers on screen. And you drag them, like rip them off, and be like, attack on this guy. So they spent like 10 seconds per game ish. So there's that. And then they showed some Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS, which looked like Luigi's Mansion,
awesome. Except
for you had rainbow fucking goddamn beams of light. It was awesome. I don't know.
Weird.
Then they showed some Wii U stuff, which was Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Epic Mickey 2,
which
Kingdom
is
Hearts.
a side scroller.
Oh, sorry, this is for the 3DS. Sorry.
Yeah.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Epic Mickey 2, Kingdom Hearts 3D for the 3DS. So like, yeah, check out these new games.
It's a new side scroller.
But they showed like 4 games,
yeah.
and none of them really caught my attention. Castlevania could be pretty sweet.
Yeah, because it's side-scrolling.
Yeah. Then they showed for the Wii U, they went back, showed some Lego City Undercover, which is GTA Lego Edition, pretty much, with some really bad anti-aliasing and some really...
But it's a Lego game, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. But people were really freaked out that
it's
the Legos
the next
were talking.
Lego Island, basically.
But they were freaked out that Legos were talking. They're like, what? Because they've been always like, like weird sounds.
No, never even sounds.
Oh, really? Like, I thought there was like little grunts and stuff, though.
No? Just literally like...
Okay, now they're full on fucking talking, and it was crazy. So people were freaking out about that. And then...
That's in the Lord of the Rings and in Batman 2
yeah.
as well. They're doing talking now.
Yeah. And you teased that there might be a Lego Mario. They kind of showed like the pipe thing and him going into it at the end. And then other than that, Ubisoft fucking busted out on the stage, showed fucking Zombie
What's up,
U,
Ubisoft?
Rayman Legends, Just Dance 4 again, which was kind of like torture your friend.
That was cool though.
Yeah, I tweeted it. I said Just Dance 4 Saw Edition, torture your friends.
Yeah,
because you're choreographing the moves that have to play for the other 4 players from that Pro controller.
But the worst one was like hold this pose, and you had to like, it would tell you push the button when you want them to stop striking that pose. So it'd be like, stand on one leg with your arms out, and you're just staring at them like until you hit that button, and you have to push which player wins. So you're just staring at them like, boop, they're like falling over on stage and shit. It was kind of fun. It looked fun, but I would never buy a Just Dance game. But
Just Dance Saw Edition.
And then they showed Nintendo.
If you're getting a Wii U, it might be something to think about.
Yeah, like that would be cool.
Yeah.
And they showed their Nintendo Land, which was essentially I think Wii Sports, except for they never said if it actually bundles with it.
It's their minigame collection.
Yeah, so it's their minigame collection, but they didn't say if it bundles with the Wii U.
Probably won't.
The game, a lot of people complained that they were spending a lot of time explaining that, like Luigi's Mansion Ride or whatever.
Yeah.
Which
That was
kind of like
interesting.
Pac-Man-y stuff.
Yeah,
It looked
it's
like.
like Pac-Man VS, but
From what
reverse.
I heard, it's the touchpad player controlling the ghosts, isn't
Yeah.
it? And then everyone else is running away and using a controller.
No. So what? Yeah, the touchpad player has one ghost that has to run around. He only can see it in light. So when there's lightning that goes through the windows, you see the ghost. Or if there's flashlights, and flashlights hurt. And other than that, he's going around and he's trying to attack each player, knock them out, and kill them all.
Yeah.
So that was, I don't know, it looked pretty cool. I'm glad they spent time on it because it actually seems like that could be something competitive as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a crazy minigame.
Who knows how all this,
Yeah.
even if it's going to be a collection, what if it's just the name for all these, like, titles that come out or something. Yeah.
So I hope it gets bundled with it because it was that perfect kind of like this is what you can do.
Not even bundled with it, just like on the system.
Oh yeah, no,
like that'd be crazy.
if it comes with it for free, like to kind of like, showcase this is why you bought a Wii U.
No, but I feel like it shouldn't even be a game disc. It should be like
no, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, as long as however it gets packaged with it or however
as long
it comes
as you
with
get it.
If it's free with it, so when you buy it day one,
and it's got all these crazy Nintendo character stuff and
exactly
builds your interest in these different characters.
So that'd be sweet. And then they kind of went out with their motto "Wii U Together Better," which started with their DS Together thing. So I think they're focusing on more social, multiplayer, living room, online stuff, all that. And I don't know, Nintendo's E3 conference was kind of lackluster. Yeah.
All right.
Once again,
the Lego City thing was cool. Pikmin was cool.
Lego City was all right to me, but I was.
Did you play the Lego Islands way back when?
No.
Yeah, I did.
Wait,
that's Lego Island 3, basically.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, that's what that is. Open world.
So what I didn't like is that, call me like a graphics score, but it just looked really fucking weirdly dated, but open, but weirdly not. I don't know. I don't know. It had a weird look to me. Maybe it just wasn't my thing, but I don't know. It looked decent. Other than that, man, like E3 was fucking mind blowing. There's still so much stuff that they showed after. Like Platinum Games had a game for the Wii U that they showed on game trailers after, which was fucking mind blowing, and they didn't make mention of it. And they were trying to spend their conference talking about games and stuff. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know. E3 2012. It's still going on, but the conferences are over.
That's pretty much how our week was.
Yeah.
You finished Max Payne 3. You kept playing Max Payne 3.
I'm back into Prototype 2.
I bought Diablo 3
yeah.
and played an hour of it. That was my gaming this week.
Yeah, I'm going to probably finish up Max Payne this weekend. And then my birthday's on Wednesday, so I may or may not be here for the next podcast.
But Dustin will be here for the next
Dustin
podcast.
will be here.
He is committed to it.
And if not,
so,
me and you will probably take care of it.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure what's happening, potentially. We'll see.
One quick thing that I want to mention from E3 that I've actually, because I know a lot of people are skeptical about it. I know it's really pointless, but Elder Scrolls Online, they finally did some more talking about it. It's actually going to have an action-based like block.
Yeah, I heard it's going to be real time.
Like, real time action. It's kind of neat. I don't know. The more they showed about it, the more interesting it feels, or seems. Anyway, but yeah, other than that, yeah, Prototype 2, beat Max Payne, which is fucking crazy. I now know everything you were talking about. Multiplayer is fun as fuck on PC. Hard mode was really easy for me though. And I clocked in like at 8 hours. I think it was 8 hours and 50 minutes it took me to beat it, but I did some time trials and some other stuff. But still decently long, and it kept me going the entire time.
There are just stories that we talk about of like specific parts. Like I still haven't beaten it yet, so.
Have you spent time trying to jump into chairs?
Yeah. Like I spent 10 minutes trying to get myself into an office chair.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't work.
On the boat level, I dove backwards, killed 2 guys, busted through a window, and was on the edge of falling off the boat. And I was like, "Oh, that would have been really cool." Beat some out.
I did a part with the chain. Just one section.
I don't want to mention any of this stuff because people should play that game.
Okay. It's that's a really.
I know you have a review out of it right now, but if I add my 2 cents to it, it's still totally worth the fucking full 60
for
bucks
sure.
I pay. In fact, depending on when this goes up, it might still be on sale in Green Man for PC for $48 right now.
Buy it.
So I'd honestly get it.
If you get it on,
and it runs phenomenally on PCs. I don't know if we talked about that last podcast. I don't think I had it yet, right?
It's like 170.
My computer, yes, it's really good, but it runs for some reason at like 200 something frames all the time while I'm broadcasting. They fucking optimize that game like crazy. And a patch came out that fixed everybody who couldn't load it up today. So, or most people at least. There's system issues.
That's just 200 frames. Fucking insane.
Yeah, the game was smooth as shit.
It looks really good.
Yeah. It looks so good.
It was funny because you get to cutscenes and the game would look shittier because it was running at 30 frames on the cutscenes. It cuts the gameplay. His face suddenly looks fucking godlike. It's like 60 frames. I'm like, yes. It's good.
It's a good game. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm honestly thinking, depending on how Far Cry does, Game of the Year, Max Payne.
Yeah.
I'm keeping a tally on my phone of all our different categories and nominations.
Oh, you are?
Good.
Okay, good.
I want to say I really think Max Payne is fucking awesome, but I don't know. It's amazing, and I don't want to say it's not.
We're only halfway into the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's still so much other shit I'm gonna play.
Lollipop Chainsaw next week.
Yeah.
We haven't done releases like the last 3 podcasts.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, well this was this last week didn't have anything.
Yeah.
So
Lollipop Chainsaw next week.
Ghost Recon Future Soldier for PC, and there's some other random games that are coming out that weren't actually that crazy.
Whatever. E3, fuck it.
E3.
Ubisoft, we have bitches.
I might actually write up an article. I don't know if you guys want to do the same, like tie it all into one article of what our top favorite things that we saw were, or like little comments.
No,
I'm
down
kind of
with
just
You
do
can
that now.
tell from my live blogs.
But I'm down if you want to put up a post. I'll edit my 2 cents in on it.
Yeah.
I've got tomorrow off, so I can do that.
It should be one post, I think.
No,
yeah,
but like
I edit onto it.
Edit onto it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But other than that, is there anything we want to plug or
subscribe on
it's
iTunes.
my birthday on the 13th of June.
Anybody out there feeling donating?
Yeah, if anybody feels
donate
donating.
to his username on Steam is RICHMA.
No, but if you want to give me a birthday present, that'd be fucking sweet.
A new car. No,
no, I'm not Dustin. Okay, car.
Yeah. What else? We might be doing some sort of Assassin's Creed teams thing at some point.
Yeah, we'll have more updates on that. I'll
check back in a month.
Yeah.
About that.
When we settled into our work schedules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. Well, man, it's
and have gotten out of the habit of I'm home. Let's play some.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wake up. Oh, it's 2 a.m. Fuck. I might as well stay up.
Well,
yeah.
I think that's about it for our E3 press conference.
E3 special podcast.
Yeah.
Special podcast. Holy shit! Did we
June
break
6th.
3 again?
Nope, not quite. Subscribe on iTunes. We're going to audio
In a
only
month
soon. We'll still be going up on YouTube.
Oh,
but
for
with,
sure.
Like pictures. And
Yeah,
stuff.
or at least in that type of thing.
Check out our site, www.e.
We added purple to the background.
Yeah,
That's
purple.
Awesome. For those of you actually who were listening in or reading in on our tweets or the live blogs, leave us some comments if you guys enjoyed
Yeah, let us
those.
know what you thought. It's the first time I've
I will
really
be
live
putting-
blogged anything. So
And I mean, if this is being heard like years from now and you're like looking back on an old podcast and you're like, oh, they did live blogs, be like, yo, man, it's
Yeah.
year 2017 or something.
Well, I think I'm gonna be
episode, like,
probably.
19.
I'm gonna put out a review for Wrath of the Lamb, Binding of Isaac.
Okay, cool.
Just leave a comment on our newest podcast at the time saying Snagglepuss. Everybody's gonna know. They'll be like,
or
that guy! That fucking guy!
Or what a twist!
What a
twist! Jesus Christ.
What a turn of events! The degree he reaches. No, anyway.
Inventory.
No snap! No, okay. Oh man, I'm feeling naked. Anyway,
I guess that's about it.
A little bit there. Yeah, everyone have a good Wednesday the 6th that you already had.
Yeah. Hopefully it was fucking amazing.
Yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Wait, did we forget to plug anything?
No.
Twitter,
No.
Unity, everything.
Unity, Facebook, Twitter, Steam, Xbox Live,
Your local
PSN,
dinner.
iTunes.
Not LinkedIn. Not MySpace.
YouTube. Boom. Far Cry 3.
Don't do it on Blip anymore. That's gonna be this.
Don't go on Blip.
Oh god, dude! If Twitch has like fucking the highlight reels, I can put the podcast. Anyway,
We need to get our Twitch channel up.
Shill?
Channel.
Oh.
Twitch.
I already registered the name,
Shit.
so it's there.
Twitch
We just
channel.
haven't used it for anything. we have a Twitch channel, Unity Gaming.
Yeah.
Follow it. It hasn't done a damn thing yet, but
Maybe
There you
So
go.
far,
yet.
yeah.
stay tuned. Question mark.
Please. Man, we're gonna play Cards Against Humanity at some point. Whenever the fuck.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
on cast.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
I'm Riccio.
Horatio.
Horatio.
Horatio. No, Riccio.
Yeah, Horatio. Riccio.
I'm in a canceled TV show.
Dustin next week. Cards
They
Against
got
Humanity
canceled?
soon.
Yeah, CSI Miami's done.
What?
Yeah.
What? What?
Freak out.